My beloved child, I am here, right beside you, ever present and watchful. My love for you is boundless, and my desire is for your well-being and salvation. I speak to you now, not with a voice of condemnation, but with a heart full of compassion and a yearning to guide you onto the path of righteousness. Hear me, for I am trying to warn you, not to frighten or discourage you, but to awaken your spirit to the realities that surround you. My warnings come from a place of perfect love, for I see what you cannot, and I know what lies ahead. Remember, dear one, that I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I have seen the entirety of history unfold, and I know what is to come. When I warn you, it is with the wisdom of eternity and the foresight of the divine. My child, the world you inhabit is fraught with dangers, not just physical perils, but spiritual pitfalls that can ensnare your soul. The enemy prowls like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. But fear not, for I am with you. My warnings are a shield, a protection against the fiery darts of the wicked one. I whisper to your heart in the quiet moments. I speak through my word, the Holy Scriptures. I send signs and wonders, and I place people in your path to echo my warnings. Are you listening, my child? Are your spiritual ears attuned to my voice? Do not be deceived by the glitter and glamour of this world. What it offers is temporary, a fleeting pleasure that leaves emptiness in its wake. I offer you eternal joy, a peace that surpasses all understanding. When I warn you against the ways of the world, it is because I have something far greater in store for you. My warnings are not meant to restrict you, but to free you. True freedom is found in obedience to my will. When you heed my warnings, you step into a life of purpose, fulfillment, and divine destiny. I see the struggles you face, the temptations that assail you. I understand the pull of sin, the allure of momentary gratification. But I implore you, listen to my warnings. The path of sin leads only to destruction, but the path of righteousness leads to life everlasting. Remember, my child, that I am a God of second chances. Even if you have strayed, even if you have ignored my previous warnings, I am still here, still speaking, still trying to guide you back. My mercy is new every morning, and my grace is sufficient for you. When I warn you, it is because I see the potential within you. I created you for greatness, for a purpose that only you can fulfill. My warnings are not to hold you back, but to propel you forward into the amazing plan I have for your life. Do not grow weary of my warnings, my child. They are not the nagging of a displeased deity, but the loving guidance of a father who wants only the best for his children. Each warning is an expression of my love, a testimony to my constant care for you. In a world full of noise and distraction, it can be challenging to hear my voice. But I am speaking, always speaking. I'm right next to you, whispering words of caution and guidance. Will you quiet your heart and listen? My warnings often come as a gentle nudge in your spirit, a sense of unease about a decision or a path you're considering. Do not ignore these promptings. They are my way of steering you away from danger and towards blessing. Remember the times when you heeded my warnings in the past. Recall how I protected you, how I steered you towards better things. Let these memories strengthen your trust in me and increase your sensitivity to my guiding voice. I warn you because I see the bigger picture. What may seem good in the moment could lead to sorrow in the future. Trust in my omniscience, my all-knowing nature. I am outside of time, seeing the end from the beginning, and my warnings are based on this perfect knowledge. When you feel my warning in your heart, do not hesitate to act upon it. Delayed obedience is disobedience. I am trying to protect you, to keep you from harm. Swift action in response to my warnings can save you from much heartache and regret. My child, understand that my warnings are not just for your own sake. but for the sake of others as well. Your life touches many, and your choices have far-reaching consequences. When I warn you, I am also protecting those whose lives are intertwined with yours. Do not be ashamed to heed my warnings, even if others mock or misunderstand. The wisdom of this world is foolishness to me. Stand firm in your obedience to my voice, for in the end, it is to me that you will give account. I warn you out of my great love for you, but I also empower you to heed these warnings. I have given you my Holy Spirit, who will guide you into all truth. Lean on his strength, seek his wisdom, and you will find the power to walk in obedience. My warnings are not meant to induce fear, but to inspire faith. Faith to trust in my goodness. Faith to believe that I have your best interests at heart. Faith to step out in obedience even when the path ahead is unclear. When I warn you, I am inviting you into a deeper relationship with me. Each warning heeded is an act of trust, a step closer to my heart. Draw near to me, and I will draw near to you. Remember, my child, that I am not a distant God, issuing warnings from afar. I am Emmanuel, God with you. I am right beside you, experiencing every moment with you, feeling every emotion you feel. My warnings come from this place of intimate nearness. In my warnings, hear my heart of love. I am not trying to catch you in wrongdoing or find fault with you. I am trying to guide you towards the abundant life I have promised, a life of joy, peace, and purpose. Do not let the enemy twist my warnings into condemnation. There is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. My warnings are not punishment, but protection. They are not rejection, but invitation, an invitation to walk more closely with me. I warn you because I respect your free will. I have given you the power to choose, and I will not override that gift. But I will always be there, warning, guiding, inviting you to choose the path of life. When you hear my warnings, let them stir up gratitude in your heart. Be thankful that you serve a God who is so intimately involved in your life, who cares enough to guide you away from pitfalls and towards blessings. My warnings are a sign of my active involvement in your life. Rejoice in this. Many wander through life feeling alone and directionless, but you, my child, have the Creator of the universe personally guiding your steps. As you learn to recognize and heed my warnings, you will find yourself walking in greater wisdom. Your discernment will grow, and you will begin to see life through my eyes. This is part of the transformation into the image of my Son that I am working in you. Do not be discouraged if you have failed to heed my warnings in the past. My grace is sufficient, and my love for you is unchanging. Let past failures increase your determination to listen more closely and obey more readily in the future. My warnings are not just about avoiding negative consequences. They are also about steering you towards positive opportunities. When I warn you away from one path, it is often because I have a better path prepared for you. Trust in my timing, my child. Sometimes my warnings may not make sense in the moment, but I see what you cannot see, and I know what you do not know. In time, you will understand, and you will thank me for my timely interventions. Remember that my Son, Jesus, always listened to my voice and heeded my warnings. As you grow in Christ-likeness, you too will become more attuned to my guidance. Let Jesus be your example in this, as in all things. My warnings are a part of my sanctifying work in your life. As you learn to recognize and respond to my voice, you are being transformed, step by step, into the person I created you to be. Embrace this process of growth and refinement. When I warn you, I am also teaching you. Each warning contains a lesson about my character, about the nature of the world, about your own heart. Pay attention not just to the warning itself, but to what it reveals about me and about you. My warnings are not just for major life decisions. I care about every aspect of your life, no matter how small it may seem. Listen for my guiding voice in all things, for I am interested in every detail of your existence. As you heed my warnings, you become a light to others. Your obedience to my voice will stand out in a world that ignores divine guidance. Let your life be a testimony to the wisdom of following my lead. Do not seek only to avoid my warnings. Seek me. Pursue a relationship with me so intimate that you naturally walk in step with my will. Let my warnings draw you closer to my heart, where you will find not just guidance, but deep, abiding love. My warnings are an invitation to exercise your faith. It takes faith to act on a warning when you cannot see the danger. But as you step out in faith, you will see my faithfulness, and your trust in me will grow stronger. Remember, my child, that even as I warn you, I am also cheering you on. I am your biggest supporter, your most faithful friend. My warnings do not negate my delight in you. They are an expression of it. When you feel my warning, take it as an opportunity to pause and seek my face. Enter into prayer. Dive into my word. Let my warning be a catalyst for deeper communion with me. My warnings are a call to humility. They remind you of your need for my guidance, your dependence on my wisdom. Embrace this humility, for it is the posture in which you can most clearly hear my voice. As you learn to heed my warnings, you will find yourself walking in greater peace. There is tranquility in knowing that you are following my lead, that you are exactly where I want you to be. Do not compare your journey to others. The warnings I give you are specific to your path, your purpose, your unique relationship with me. Trust that I am leading you perfectly, even if your path looks different from those around you. My warnings are not just about your earthly life, but about eternity. When I guide you, it is always with an eye towards your eternal destiny. Trust that my warnings are shaping you for an eternity of joy in my presence. Let my warnings awaken your spiritual senses. As you practice listening to my voice, you will become more aware of the spiritual realities around you. You will see my hand at work in ways you never noticed before. Remember, my child, that my warnings come from a heart of perfect love. I do not warn you to control you, but to protect you. I do not speak to limit you, but to lead you into the wide-open spaces of my grace. When I warn you, I am treating you as my child. A good father warns his children of danger, guides them away from harm. My warnings are a sign of your adoption, a mark of your belonging to my family. Do not let the frequency of my warnings discourage you. If you hear my cautioning voice often, it is not because you are failing, but because I am continuously, actively involved in your life. Rejoice in this constant guidance. My warnings are an invitation to partner with me in shaping your future. When you heed my voice, you are actively participating in bringing my will to pass in your life. You are co-authoring your story with me. As you respond to my warnings, you are developing spiritual muscles. Each act of obedience strengthens your ability to resist temptation and choose righteousness. My warnings are part of your training in godliness. Remember that my warnings are always accompanied by my presence. I do not point out a danger and then leave you to face it alone. I am with you always, empowering you to overcome every obstacle and resist every temptation. My warnings are a testimony to your value. I would not take the time to warn you if you were not precious to me. Every warning is a reminder of how deeply I love you, how invested I am in your well-being. When I warn you, I am also inviting you to warn others. As you walk in obedience to my voice, you become my mouthpiece, extending my warnings to those around you. Your life becomes a prophetic witness to my truth. Do not let my warnings make you fearful of making decisions. I have given you wisdom, discernment, and the guidance of my spirit. Move forward boldly, listening for my voice, ready to adjust your course as I direct. My warnings are not meant to make you passive, always waiting for a divine signal before you act. Rather, they are meant to keep you in constant communion with me as you actively pursue the purposes I have for you. Remember, my child, that my warnings are always for your good. Even when they seem difficult or uncomfortable, they are leading you towards blessing. Trust in my goodness, even when you don't understand my methods. Dear beloved, would you like to lend a helping hand and support our mission? Click below to buy me a coffee and be an integral part of spreading God's message through our YouTube channel. Your contribution means the world to us. Thank you kindly for your support. Let my warnings cultivate gratitude in your heart. Be thankful that you have a God who cares enough to guide you, who is invested enough in your life to steer you away from pitfalls and towards purpose. My warnings are an expression of my sovereignty and my love. I am in control of all things, yet I choose to involve you in the unfolding of my plans. Embrace this beautiful paradox of divine sovereignty and human responsibility. As you heed my warnings, you are participating in my redemptive work in the world. Your obedience ripples outward, touching lives you may never know. Trust that as you follow my lead, you are part of something far bigger than yourself. Do not let the enemy use my warnings to accuse you. If you have stumbled, my warnings are not a condemnation of your past, but an invitation into a better future. They are always infused with hope and the promise of redemption. My warnings are a call to action. They are not meant to paralyze you with fear, but to mobilize you in faith. When you sense my warning, move forward with confidence, knowing that I am directing your steps. Remember that my warnings are often invitations to deeper trust. When I ask you to avoid a certain path, I am asking you to trust that my way is better, even if you can't see it yet. This trust honors me and strengthens your faith. Let my warnings remind you of my constant presence. I am not a distant God who warns from afar, but a close Father who walks beside you, guiding each step. My warnings are whispered in love, spoken from right next to you. My warnings are part of my promise to complete the good work I have begun in you. Each warning heeded is a step towards Christ-likeness, a movement towards the fullness of who I created you to be. Do not see my warnings as restrictions, but as expressions of freedom. True freedom is not the ability to do whatever you want, but the power to do what is right. My warnings guide you into this true, life-giving freedom. When I warn you, I am also challenging you to grow. Each warning presents an opportunity to exercise your faith, to choose obedience, to trust in my goodness. Embrace these opportunities for spiritual growth. My warnings are a call to mindfulness, an invitation to live with spiritual awareness. They encourage you to be fully present, fully engaged with me in each moment, sensitive to my leading in every situation. Remember, my child, that my warnings come from my position as the Good Shepherd. I lead you beside still waters and through the valleys. My rod and staff comfort you, guiding, warning, protecting always. Let my warnings draw you into worship. When you sense my guiding voice, let it remind you of my greatness, my wisdom, my loving care. Let every warning become a prompt to praise me for my faithful guidance. My warnings are part of the unique story I am writing with your life. No two journeys are the same, and the warnings I give you are tailored specifically for you, for your growth, for your purpose in my kingdom. As you heed my warnings, you are living out your identity as my child. Children listen to their father's voice, trust in their father's wisdom. By following my guidance, you are embracing your true identity in me. Do not let my warnings cause you to live in fear of making mistakes. I am big enough to redeem any error, strong enough to put you back on track, no matter how far you stray. My warnings are invitations to trust, not promptings to fear. My warnings are often an invitation to wait on me. In a world that values instant gratification, I may warn you to pause, to be still, to wait for my perfect timing. Trust that my delays are not denials, but opportunities for growth and preparation. Remember that my warnings are always accompanied by my grace. I do not warn you and then leave you to obey in your own strength. My grace empowers you to heed my voice, to walk in obedience, to choose my way over your own. Let my warnings spark your curiosity about me. When you sense my cautioning voice, dig deeper. Seek to understand my heart behind the warning. This pursuit will lead you into a more profound, more intimate knowledge of who I am. My warnings are part of my promise to never leave you nor forsake you. They are a constant reminder that I am with you always, guiding, protecting, loving you through every moment of your journey. My child, click on the Join button to join us as the cherished member of our community. When I warn you, I am inviting you to see life from my perspective. I am calling you to lift your eyes from the temporal to the eternal, from the visible to the invisible. Precious child, your super thanks ignites our divine quest. Tap the button to stand with us in spreading God's timeless message of truth and enlightenment. In return, welcome the endless blessings cascading from the depths of His unfailing love. You have faced one storm and then another, and then another. But such storms have been faced with a courage that has shone in the darkest of nights. Let it be heard, my beloved, that you are well pleased in my eyes, for angels have been waiting, ready to lift burdens from your shoulders, to stand in solidarity at your side, and to show every possible thing that my spirit needs to be known so that dreams can be brought to fruition. When cries of distress were sent out, comfort and swaddling and great visions of my spirit and divine strength were provided. In times of fear, abandonment did not occur. Instead, the powerful joy of my spirit, which is irresistible and undeniable, was sent. Rejoice in strength, my child, and watch as those who judge fall away. This anointing presses firmly upon you because only my will is sought. Once again, let it be heard, though weeping occurs throughout the night and pleading with me. My beloved, you are held in the palms of my hands, and so it shall be. The word was spoken saying, be blessed, and because it is my word, it shall come to pass. The race must be run, my child, for growth in wisdom and stature with greater maturity than others could ever hope to acquire has been achieved. Therefore, do not look alongside to see how others are running with their dreams, for you are my child and have everything needed in your own hands. And your dreams are unique. Focus on dreams and do not lose momentum. Indifference to the images of others' successes must be maintained. And comparisons and competitions with others must cease. You are in my image. I am your God. Continue to run the race. The blueprint in your hand is all that is needed for blessings of true spiritual stature. The struggle has been long, and failure must not occur now. As the world cries out in pain, brethren complain of want, and daily thanks are given for the gifts bestowed. The words spoken in the morning are heard, and every morning words are sown that can be spoken in the harvest. The joy of heaven comes near, and its light will guide you forth. My glory and your glory will be seen, and refusal will not be an option. The thought of failure cannot exist in my presence. Each day, whether in darkness or light, supernatural inspiration propels you on your way. My spirit will lead the way into the presence of great men and women, without fear, because no earthly power can destroy the peace given. As hopes are reached out for, answers will come. For miracles are budding all around, not just the gentle breeze that caresses from behind, but the rumbling of storms that go before, heralding blessings. Greater abundance than ever lost will be restored. Creation was not for losing, but for winning. Fear not, for sustenance is provided from the very start. Every moment of life, and every day hereafter, the miracles being wrought are in a world that stifles the majesty of unconditional love. Let this be known. Love for you is undimmed and immeasurable. With open arms, your heart is awaited to be placed in my keeping. Your thoughts are good. And it is my desire that effort should be good, and intentions genuine, so that all happy and good hopes set in your heart for yourself and your household are attained. No matter how dark it may become and how harsh troubles may seem, remember how great my power and love are. Take rest under my wings when your heart is heavy. Lean your head against my shoulder and pour out all your cares. Should worries intrude on thoughts, every fear and anxiety must be given up because mercy and grace never stop. You are loved and always here for you. You are my child, and never doubt that you are. You were chosen before your first breath. You were placed into this world on purpose, and every fiber of your being is known. Your sufferings, strength, hopes, and weaknesses are known. When you fall, fleeing will not occur. When crushed under guilt, do not leave me out. In whom else can such all-embracing love be found? What needs to be known about happiness, friendship, and love at their fullest and best is right here with me. In my embrace, a list of failures is not kept track of. Everything is already known, and stumbling is not awaited so that love can be withdrawn. Instead, when falling occurs, my spirit reaches out to search for you, anxious to be the one who finds and brings you back to peace. If ever compelled to walk away from my love, chasing after and drawing back to the place that gives life will occur. This is why the reminder is given to never forget that you are loved. Even when feeling that the depths of darkness have swallowed you and a grave is the only hope, believe in my love for you, knowing its depth, care, and protection, which has always been, is now, and always will be. Calmness and rest in your heart are desired, filling you so that worry, fear, and the inclination to run and hide when facing troubles will never serve you again is my goal. Do not quake or quail and feel the dark dread take root in your mind. If feelings move you towards the edge, trust that any dark thing will be turned into a blessing. Answers will come near soon. My will be whispered into you, and it will be known. Call out, fix your eyes, pray, and study my word. It is my desire, my will, my good pleasure. Miracles are created. Believe it. Say yes to believing it, to the working of my will, to miracles. Soon, it will be seen that I am your light. To trust in me is always the right way, and this is also the proper way out. Proclaim it openly. Fear will not be felt. Failure will not occur. Faltering will not happen. Strength is strong to tread all this out. And when power is felt to be low, kneeling to me must occur so that the soul may be filled. For only I can heal you. For you, my child, cries are never ceased to be heard. When calling, running occurs. And with each word spoken in faith, blessings flow over your family, home, and loved ones. The power of faith has lifted you out of the pit of fear and despair. And now, help is here. Come, my child, do not doubt. Do not hesitate in faith. Your deep sorrow and great fear have drawn help to you. Get ready, my people, for your head has been lifted from affliction and sorrow. Do not listen to those who say that dreams are lost, that failure is occurring. Do not hear those who spit scorn. Get up and walk straight. Ears must be blocked from listening to others and listen only to me. Prayers open wide the doors of miracles and blessings. Constant presence is given, and prayers are responded to. Now listen again. Even in the darkest days, the night, when all seems dark and weakness to go on is felt, this is the day of breakthrough. Prayers have been heard, even when cries are feeble, when strength gives out. Today, it is declared that exaltation to such a place above all these things that will not come near is granted. Take the hand now. Walk as the disciple did daily. Take one faithful step after another to reach victory. Prayers penetrated despair and fear. The choice of continuing to trust me today grants aid, and stories are transformed. The day is new. Today, you will be lifted on high so that all the winds carry you to the place prepared for you. It was seen how you wept in the night. Grief was felt when no one was there. Holding, soothing, and comforting in love occurred. Peace was there to quiet cries and relieve sorrow. When it was time for dawn, presence was there alongside you. You will never be forgotten, my child. A soft touch with a hand as loyalty was fixed to you occurred. And then, in the dawn, awakening with new hope, stronger faith, and a buoyant heart was felt. Shake off those threatening clouds, those dark waters overshadowing you. For power encourages faith and hope, enriching your life with days filled with praise. Belief in you will never change. And even if faith seems small and powerless, it is large enough to face down adversaries and still come out on top. Know that you are known far beyond the external, far beyond what others see. Others may come at you each day, many of whom will speak as if they are the lens through which your world is seen, some using smiles that hide the knives of betrayal and fake friendship. Do not invest in them your time, secrets, or trust, for new life has been blessed upon you. Not only were you saved, but a promise of not only long existence but also flourishing and true happiness was given. Do not concern yourself with the approval of others. Once the obsession with their approval is shed, cutting free from the strings of counterfeit entanglements will occur. And then, whenever talking is desired, presence will be here, availability, listening, and doing what is necessary and needed with infinite love and patience will occur. Just talk, and the enduring friend you seek will be found. Deception will never occur. Believe with all your heart the promise granted today. Pain will go away forever. King of all the earth is the title. Even the tiniest matter is of greatest importance. When turmoil comes upon you, when the heart stirs up fear within, when turmoil or tumult comes upon you, then you will be sent forth free from fear. Do not be afraid, for presence is always with you. Do not be dismayed, for your God is here. Strengthening and help will be provided. Upholding with a victorious right hand will occur. Do not be deceived by appearances. Renew your mind to see beyond the surface and focus on eternity. Trustworthiness is assured. All things work together for good to those who love me. You will be taken into my hands with my own two hands, and your feet will be placed back on the path to devotion. Let easing of fears occur. Rest. Allow words to settle like soft fabric surrounding you. Allow peace, a peace that surpasses human comprehension, to wash over you. Let this peace from above, fill your heart and bring your thoughts to a stop so that returning once again to the good in your world is possible. Endless blessings. Blessings that make you dance. Blessings that make you soar. When trouble is faced, call on me. Don't lose focus. When bad news comes your way, look forward. There I am coming towards you. You are seen, my child. Beautiful and alert. My grace is enough for you. Accept love. My love is free. Take it gladly. Receive these words. Let them sink in and swell your heart with heavenly feelings. As you get up and go about your day, these truths will grow in your heart, and they will devour sadness, fear, and worry. My children, you and your family are in my hands. Have faith. Dear child, know that whatever happens, it is part of a greater plan for you. My intentions include measures of success, strength, blessings, and peace. Life is being sown into your veins, provision into your home, and a bright future for your family. Your soul can rest in the anchor of faith in my promise to you. Today is the day to break the chains of fear and doubt. The way is being opened before you. Victorious will be your path. Favor surrounds you like a cloak. Stumbling will not occur. Instead, winning the race is your destiny. Be strong and stay steadfast. By name, you have been called as my child. Begin to live now with faith and authority, but with humility and gentleness. Don't let it go to your head. Keep your heart guarded. Know that you are precious in my sight. Ignore the negativity of those who would have it any other way. They don't know you like I know you. Every part of you, every virtue in you is known. Gifts and strengths have been given. Sometimes you may dim your own light, but in reality, your virtues are greater than you think. When falling short, you will be picked up and covered with forgiveness. Earnestness is noted, especially seriousness about your work. Mistakes made are part of your learning. When you fall, don't despair. Eternal, unchanging love is given to you. My heart is drawn out towards you. Enter into this moment with thanksgiving and praise. Be glad in heart and sing, for goodness and mercy are everlasting, and truth endures to all generations. Remember where you come from, but don't be snared by sin. Be aware of the source of all your abundance. If blessings are received, welcome them gratefully. Surrounding you with mercy and love is my promise. Liberation and joy will be experienced when the time is right. Wait, be strong. Do not be afraid. Overcoming is your destiny. Winning will be your achievement. Boundless reward will be received. Your steadfast faith and loyalty are not going to be without reward. Keep these words in your heart. They will become like a great tree with roots springing up. Do not give in to fear. Do not quit because of today's woes. Keep walking. Keep striving. Your efforts will bring forth a miraculous resolution tomorrow. Changing your thinking is my goal. Approaching each day with confidence, secure in the knowledge that protection is assured, is my desire. But stay on the right path. Don't be moved by the shakings and shocks from negative forces. In this season of plenty, equip yourself for the challenges ahead. Long has been the wait for promises to be fulfilled. The unveiling of all that was spoken for you long ago is about to be seen. This is your time to rise. Don't listen to those who only speak of defeat. They block their own blessings and the blessings of others. Your perseverance and bravery despite difficulties are admirable. Long has been the wait for this miracle. Believe it is almost accomplished. Let doubts be stilled. Remember that our connection brings solace. You are heard. You are known. You are seen. Even when doubt arises, dismiss such fears. Be bolder with your trust. Take that risk and push away those empty doubts. Decide to believe this is for you. A sure home against life's tides and tempests. Understanding your struggles is my goal. Sometimes things don't work out as expected. Weariness, sadness, and disappointment may be felt on such days. You might think recognition is lacking, but this is not true. Every cry from your heart is heard. Every tear is seen. Fears are understood. Let tears flow. Suffering has an end. Pain has an answer. And courage has a reward. There is a blessing reserved for steadfastness and perseverance. If these truths are planted in your heart, they will grow. Believe in the promises given. Eternal love is always present. Beside you always. Here now. Always will be. Whatever happens, whatever is thrown at you, whatever emotions batter you, this is the truth. Love for you is greater than all other love put together. Today, assurance is given. You are not walking alone. Listening occurs. Responses will be provided. A step of faith is being asked for, to rise above negativity and discouragement. Still, a blessing, a crown of life, and success for you and your family are waiting. Let your heart be taken, my child. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Don't look back. Resist the words of those who would bind you in gloom. Remember that you are a child of light, with gifts and grace. If there is weariness in you, if burdened, understand that help is here. The source of healing for the despairing heart is here. Shoulders must be unburdened, shortcomings confessed, prayers shared. Blessings will be received, and in believing, freedom will be yours. Walk on that path, and if a step wrong is taken, turn from error, for overflowing love is here for you. If belief is chosen, if your heart is given, if departure from darkness by taking me as your light occurs, lifting of burdens from your shoulders will happen, then freedom will be yours. Trust that better things are coming. Presence is always with you, and good shall prevail. Be not afraid of those who oppose you. Remember, you are not conquered. Nothing can conquer you. Trust with a great heart, and know in all things that victory is already yours. Come in faith every morning, and may release from fears in your mind and wrapping in love occur. Ask in faith, expecting that receiving will happen, for when weak, strength becomes mine. Triumph will be yours, for knowledge of who I am is assured. Renewal of spirit, awakening of deepest desires, and restoration of dreams once whispered into your mind will occur. In the silent work of grace, life is being refined, barriers removed, pathways cut, and conflicts resolved which hinder forward movement. Challenges will arise. So holding on to promises to stand firm and be open to rewards awaiting is necessary. Belief in the fight for you is my promise. Watching over you and your family is my task. Angels are surrounding you and will not allow you to fall. Wrongdoings have been known. Cries have been heard. Tears and times of rejection are known. Heartaches and pains are understood. All about those who have mistreated you is known. What they have done is seen. Praying for them, that they might find the right path, is advised. Your family will be taken care of. So do not worry. Do not be far from your God. Do not fall for snares. Do not push me away when provoked. If straying has occurred, come with a humble spirit. Acceptance as found is assured. Remember, pulling out of a pit of bewilderment occurred. Do not slip back into it. Give your family time to pray and meditate on my word, and assurance that no step from the path of grace will be lost is given. Do not waste energy on projects that lead nowhere. Taking care of you will be my task. When asking for wisdom, receiving will happen. Ask, and miracles will be added to your life. If holding to promises and truly believing in love for you is maintained, stepping free of self-reliance, renewing only in the sunshine of love will occur. Rise up each day, renewing faith and love for me. Be assured in your heart that nothing can hinder the journey to the everlasting promise given to you. Victories begin the moment prayers are made, a moment custom-made and just for today. It is known that having faith is hard, the feeling that prayers go unanswered. Put aside these doubts, dwell on the word, and meditate on prayer. For if the heart is closed to all the gifts of life, blessings bestowed may be missed. In dire need, visitation will occur, sustaining you at the core of your being, giving rest and renewing strength. These words will be written on your heart and taught to you. Guidance will be provided. This water will be given so that thirst will never occur again. Walk with me. Wake up and call to me. Don't look anywhere except at me. Be brave. Come in the telling of your dawn prayers and tears. Call my name when weak. When strength fails, cry out. Blessed are those who speak plainly. Blessings are given now, while here, tomorrow, and forever. The things hidden in the darkness of your heart are known. The pain sometimes carried is seen. The strength carried on nonetheless is seen too. How hard you fight for the greatest in life is known. You are seen. Presence is here, always with you. Know that even as sight is lacking, covering with love and holding close to my heart occurs. Worthiness is assured. Success is yours. Know that you are loved. Creation of you was my task. Trust in my words as a token of affection. These words of blessing have been planted in you. A full measure by the Holy Spirit has been given, and many ordeals have tempered you. So go now to faith. Face challenges and seize the prizes that will soon be yours. Be not afraid. Be courageous. Believe that victory is very near. These hardships, which would have broken down the hearts of most, have been endured. Do not give up. Remember, presence is always with you, seeing and hearing everything. Actions are followed. Struggles are watched. Perseverance and zeal are noted every day, and pride and happiness are felt. Despair and fatigue are known. Nothing you do or feel escapes attention. Sobs are heard like silent weeping in sleepless nights. You have done well to withstand everything. Now rest in me. Let go of pains, troubles, doubts, hurts, and disappointments. Judgment is not my goal, but help is. Rely on me. Speak to me, and let my love dry your tears and heal your heart. Let cares and grief be laid upon the throne of grace. Solutions are asked for. Healing is requested. Presence is here to heal, protect, and bring peace and prosperity in every phase of your life. When prosperity is spoken of, much more than material possessions is referred to. Wisdom, personal development, and spiritual power can now be experienced and embodied. The ability to face and overcome all that may be considered adversities is granted. The intelligence to open doors and the courage and fortitude to enter through them is provided. The ability to succeed and prosper in work or business and to see efforts thrive and bear abundant fruit is given. These blessings are desired for you and your family to take to those thirsty, hungry, and in need. Feel this in your heart and know it is truth. Love will always be given, and presence will always be here forever. When faith dwindles, even for a moment, this is the message direct from heaven to your heart. A new season of favor is being entered. It may feel as though everything around you is crumbling and falling apart, but you and your family are safely in my hands, walking in perseverance, faithfulness, and courage has been your path. May you continue to do so. These qualities are not ignored and will be blessed with abundance. Life quickly transforms where mountains normally seem insurmountable. No, help is here. Again and again, it is said, call and an answer will be given, day or night. Let needs be known, and gladly, help will be provided. The desire is to give life more and more abundantly. Take courage. Do not be deterred by the trials faced. Each one is an opportunity to be strengthened by the Word and by the Spirit. Every obstacle in the path can be overcome. Keep dreaming big. Keep going forward. When the path is blocked, remember that a way of life, not despair, was created for you and your family. The final word in all matters is mine. Presence will never leave you. Come if love is longed for, or if strength and stability are desired. If peace above all is hoped for, you seek, and answers will be given. Do not doubt it. A new life filled with joy is the promise. Love is given with an everlasting love. Repeat this to families, friends, and contacts. Whatever trouble is faced, hold tight to my hand so that no threat and challenge can move or shake peace and confidence. Troubled souls are comforted. Loyal spirits are blessed. Blessings will be given, and the Spirit desires it to be so. Say you are blessed, and it will become a reality. In sorrow, you will be placed in the open palm of my hand and covered with love. Presence is always with you, even to this night and until this tempest of the year-end is over, and there is a promise of peace and prosperity. Thoughts towards you have no end, and the covenant shall not be broken. If rising before challenges, conquering through faith in me occurs, no obstacle shall prevail against you. Come at morning, speak at noon, and again in the evening. Come, tell thoughts. Delight is taken in hearing your voice when your sight grieves me. Heaven is moved with gladness when songs of praise are sung to me. If cries are made, praying to keep your house from sickness and disaster, if tearful prayers for the nearness of my presence are poured out, then indeed an answer will be received. Presence is here, even if the whole world lets you down. Leaving will not occur, even if people fail you. Failure will never come. Presence is here, always will be, no matter what. My child, rest in my embrace. What is coming into view will be open to you. Astonishment and amazement will be felt. A storm of blessings is coming down more than ever received before. Really, just for you and your family. A sign about the things on your mind has been called out for, and this shall be the undisputed confirmation. So take a leap and let fear scatter from behind. Your breakthrough is ready to undo present troubles. Your dreams are enormous, and your drive is sublime, but fear of failure has held you captive for a while. Here and now, learning to grab my hand is necessary. Hold on. Consultation in every major decision must occur, and day after day, night after night. Confirmation of everything done according to the plan will happen. Read your Bible, pray, and through the Holy Scriptures, promises will be verified. The word is still true. Heaven and earth will pass away, but the words will not pass away. Making you what you need to be and establishing you where you need to be is my goal. But first, the door being made must be known. Going through it will find you launched into all projects as tangible accomplishments. Kindred spirits will be met who will walk with you, companions of your heart and mind, who will delight in the future with you. For what has been made for you will surpass all that can be imagined. Treat everyone met with kindness, because many among them have stories that would touch your heart if known. Honest souls of substance will bless you in ways never expected. Keep your eyes wide open. Keep senses sharp. Keep your head clear. And don't let a single day go by in idle talk, so that when the door of opportunity opens once again, it will be found hanging ajar, and quickly and courageously. You will rush through in search of the great work that has been promised, without being distracted by inconsequential pursuits, without wasting precious time on futile trifles. You know me. The message to you has always just been that, and it has been grasped. Knowing that it is I who am guiding your steps is certain. Nearby every single hour is my presence. Have faith. Wonders are coming. Do not be afraid. For your protection, safety is assured. The trust placed in my might and powerful word is your prayer. Pray trustingly for assurance through the voice only I can give. In troubling times, as a guarantee to all that is done for you, affirms the word given for your path. The endless joy flowing from my presence keeps on both my shining and your valiant heart at a steady pace. Extremely blessed you are. While others are affected by the stresses of their lives, peacefulness, quietness, and calmness will be yours. If the challenges of life become overwhelming, grace to endure is being sent. Doors are being opened. People's hearts are being unlocked, and a way is being made before you. The most amazing prospects are being set before you. That is what you have been called to do. Watching over you even now is my task. Fresh wounds are still in your mind, but these wounds and this pain are only temporary. Faith to lay it upon me and leave it here has been given. Begin now and forever this day, with a heart full of forgiveness. Then no longer dwell on those days in your thoughts. Freedom is already yours. Shout for joy. Cry from gladness. And no shame will be felt. Be radiant in the presence of others. Let those who dislike you see that happiness and peace are yours. Love is given greatly, and turning away from darkness is my desire. The trumpet has been blown, but few listened. The appointed time for the promise has come, yet many are negative and pessimistic, living in circles of complaints. They could have had a life of joy, but falsehood was followed instead of me. Not one word spoken is enough for them. Don't just live, but live abundantly in victory and joy. Come, take my hand, and follow no one else. Seeds of love and words of healing will be handed to you, and scattering them far and wide is your task. For anything not achieved with me is not possible. The miracles in your life are breathtaking, for everlasting love without condition is given. The mighty God, the keeper of vows, the one who exalts the lowly of the earth, the one who strengthens the weak, who smiles upon the mourner, is present. To those who make me the center of their lives, who love me, everything is given. Always near is my presence. Go on in diligence and wisdom, and prepare to receive. Amen. God is telling you today that someone close to you is moving away from you because they think you deserve a better partner. Someone who is more kind, successful, and financially stable. And that person won't be them. They think you should be with someone who is more kind, loving, and well off than they are because they believe you'd be happier with someone else. They've chosen to go. Never forget that God is with you. In fact, do not let that fact slip your mind. He is with you in the lowlands and on the highlands, in the midst of joy and sorrow, in the midst of loving and hard situations, and in all things. You may be certain that God is with you and will never leave your side. Through thick and thin, throughout the journey, He is by your side. This is a promise that God has made to us. Like and share this Bible video to show your support if you believe in God. I know you can't see my work, but if you keep praying, I will reveal it all to you in due time. God tells us. God is fully aware of the fact that humans lack the capacity to comprehend the full scope of His actions toward them, because all will be explained in due time. Jesus tells us to keep praying. Keep praying, He urges us. I know you can't see what I'm doing, He adds, and eventually, all will make sense. I assured him that I would not back down from my pledge, and that I was determined to accomplish our goal according to what other people say about God. If I want to be happy and keep going, it's up to me. Feel free to come to me if you're sick of feeling hopeless, lost, and depressed. Even if you're feeling bad about yourself, you may not want to do anything. After all I've done for you, you won't need my assistance at all in the future, so you may keep living in your current home. Maybe I can lend a hand right now. Right now, you're at the top of my priority list. Stop making a big deal out of little things. God's role in the big picture is far more significant than your problems. Though you should pray and have faith, you should not let these things derail you from continuing on with your life. God is with you right now in this room. Compared to the rest of humanity, you stand out. You were never meant to imitate the external appearance, personality traits, or life philosophy of other people in any manner, shape, or form. You now have a unique identity because of the role I played in shaping you, even though you were completely unaware that it was me who was responsible for it. I want you to keep going because I gave you the strength to do so. You didn't just survive the storm. You emerged from it a much more mature person than you had been before. Not only that, but you became a more mature person overall. Do not give up on anything until you have made a strong attempt to modify the situation. The Lord is going to lavish you with a great gift, so take heart and relax right now. Good things are on their way. This is the exact place where there is room for improvement. No power on earth has the ability to thwart God's purpose for your life. When you put your trust in God, it seems like nothing can stop it. If you want more people to see this, please share it and give it a thumbs up. Your financial savings account might get a sum that exceeds your wildest dreams, if not more than that. To enter the drawing for the prize, all you have to do is hit the like button on the video. I have helped you in the past, according to the Lord. I want you to know that I'm here to help. The Lord says that I have helped you before. By your side, I vow I shall remain forever. Giving thanks may be a beautiful way to express your love and gratitude, up to 1/100 for those who have been instructed to put their confidence in God. The significance of this text becomes as clear as daybreak. Something that will absolutely astound you will cross your path throughout the course of the next week. Sooner or later, you may be able to get your hands on something you've been eagerly anticipating. And now you may seize this opportunity with both of your arms in order to absorb knowledge that is really beneficial to you. Be sure you are prepared. God has given you a unique window of opportunity to put your faith into action. No matter how much we would want a different moment, it is possible that this is the one we need. But we won't settle on what it will be at this time. But it doesn't imply this is the exact time we would have chosen. Remembering that God's timing is constantly ahead of what we've grown to see as top timing is both humbling and disturbing. You shouldn't give them any kind of advice, not even a little suggestion, especially if it's from an expert. If you've hit the jackpot, you don't need confirmation from everyone else to know it. You know it deep within. Any property that you believe God has primarily designated as belonging to you is rightfully yours. We have the promise from God that everything He says will happen, and it will happen exactly as He says. As a result, we are confident in taking God's word at face value. Time goes by at a rate that you can't always control. The best person to shoulder that burden is God. Incredible things come to fruition in you. The reason for this is because the universe has faith in your ability to attract extraordinary things. This is because the arena is actively trying to provide you with appropriate issues since it feels you deserve them. This does provide a description of the conversation with an emphasis on your perspective and interpretation. Get over yourself and quit moping over things that don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Take it easy on yourself. You wish you could stop stressing out over little things. Get back in touch with the joy that this life and everything in it should provide. The moment has come. Right now is when you should do it. It is only fair that you celebrate all your hard work by experiencing life to the fullest. The cosmos will provide everything you want if you just ask for it. Want is everything you want. You have been showered with an abundance of love and support from those around you, in addition to immeasurable riches. God has warned you that a new and exciting chapter is about to begin in the book of your life narrative. For everything you have ever dreamed of will come to pass, and the benefits you already enjoy will only grow. I will be here to provide you updates at all times, so you don't have to worry about your fate. Right now. Coming up with great ideas is the most important thing you can do. And I can help you make those dreams a reality by being here all the time to offer you reminders. I can never leave you, and I will always be here to lead you if you are willing. So, from this day on, think only good things. I have divine confirmation that I will soon be able to grant you an exceptionally big favor. You should pay attention to the possibility that your future financial success may be greatly enhanced if you find yourself in a circumstance where this parent is practically standing before you. A flowering of sincere devotion may flourish in this setting. You deserve recognition for what you've accomplished, which has benefited everyone else's undivided attention. Sincere and straightforward. There's no need to be in such a rush. They hold you in high regard and look up to you as an example to follow, since some powerful people always deal with the same problem. Having a religious person in your life who believes in you as much as you believe in them is really important. But having that faith returned to you via other people is even more crucial. God warns His followers not to be too gloomy in their thinking, among other things. People should stop being so hard on themselves and stop being so pessimistic. According to God, you should not unfairly place a low value on yourself by doing so. No two of you are the same anywhere in the cosmos. There is no one on this planet who can compare to you. As far as the people of God are concerned, you have my deepest respect and adoration. The assurance that it will happen at the proper moment has been bestowed on us by the Lord. Surprisingly, it stopped happening because of what we did to make it happen. One need not manage the world, push a door open, or put undue stress on oneself in order to bring about the cause of being a better person. This whole thing is superfluous. As an alternative, you could unwind for a while and accept things with grace. Considering the distance, it will need a whole area. Please help get the word out by sharing this video, because what God desires to happen right now all throughout the world is certain. The odds are high that you will face obstacles that you will not be able to overcome, that you will not be able to see a way out of your debt, and that you will not be able to do what is required of you. Do not give up if this is the situation. Those are some encouraging statistics. So you must be cognizant of the fact that you are not the most adept person handling this catch-22 scenario. It is not at this moment that God will open the doors. Rather, that moment will occur at a later date. Instead of wanting you to work more, God would rather you have greater trust in His ability to provide for your needs. Let go of the defenses you've been building and begin to live your life knowing that God is on your side. As a direct consequence of the cosmic signals, you will experience a radical change immediately. This may be an indication that you should seize this opportunity without delay. A person's state of modern finances may perhaps improve in the future, which is not completely out of the question. Likewise, in the not-so-distant future, there will be happy moments. I know that you have cried a lot behind closed doors because God told me so. I know this because God has told me. Yet, I will publicly pray for you today in front of all these racists and sexists. Just know that you are the reason I am doing this. I beg you to reconsider your decision to turn it down. The story of your life is about to take a turn that may be both interesting and life-altering for you in the not-too-distant future. Irrational. There's no need to be scared about this. Worry everything in your wildest desires is going to come true. It seems like this run of good luck will keep getting better for you going forward. Make a mental note to remember this. For when you're in agreement with that viewpoint and find the argument persuasive, this truth has aroused my curiosity, since God has told me that you have secretly wept a great number of tears. And yet, right now, in the presence of all of these people, I will publicly pray for you. Keep in mind that you are the reason I'm doing this. You may easily access it by hitting the like button on this video. Among all the things you have obtained, this is the most useful one. God is now supplying you with a lot of things, including falling in love for the first time in a long time, but believing in things for the first time in a long time, and laughing more than you ever laughed before. Everything that you have lost will be examined by me at this moment and returned to you in its original country. Those who choose a religious path should prepare themselves mentally for the fact that they will almost certainly face a great deal of unpleasant shocks throughout their lives. What you see in the distance is a representation of all the potential things in the universe. Since you could have more sway, reaching your objectives will be a breeze. Increasing the number of physical activities you engage in is a natural expectation. There should be something to look forward to when you transition between lifestyles. Sometime in the middle of next week, you will encounter something that will, in some way, completely astound you. Everything goes swimmingly throughout workouts, so there's no need to fret about the results you were hoping for. Get yourself into a position where you can receive it, and then begin to praise God for it without delay. Once you're in that position, begin with as minimal a time investment as is practically possible. The occurrence of fortunate events is symbolized within the boundaries of this discussion, and it is imperative that those who are organized to set their aspirations inside the paintings see them through to completion. While being in a relationship isn't always going to be problem-free, this number has historically been associated with positive emotions, success, and optimism. If your feelings for the other person are strong, you will be willing to give up some of your own needs in order to keep the relationship from becoming messy. thanks to your recent tremendous success. You are using the strategy of making preparations to host a party in a very short period of time. An overwhelming sensation of joy and contentment may wash over you as you share important news with others. Doing so will allow you to personally experience it. The reason behind this is that the emotion can be easily transmitted. This sensation will linger for a little while longer. The chain of events happens so rapidly that you thought they started on a whole other fantastical planet that you'd been transported to. Prepare yourself to deal with the challenge that the current situation presents. When you normally give something your all, it becomes second nature. All of a sudden, in this one and only 2D, it is happening according to God. He is fully aware that everything happening on earth right now is completely within his control. So let go of it. At this very moment, you are at the top of my priority list. Your prayers will be acknowledged, and you will notice a marked improvement in your fitness almost immediately. Unexpectedly, doors that were previously inaccessible will fling open for you. In addition to being able to swiftly form connections with the finest people, you will be able to accomplish anything you set your mind to. The story of your life is about to take a turn, and it will probably be exciting and life-changing for you in the not-too-distant future. There might not be any valid reason to be worried about this matter. Every one of your desires and ambitions will come true. With the passage of time, your good fortune will only improve. This should serve as a warning to you because it is a clear sign that the technique and the process are dependent on your active engagement. Without your active participation, nothing will happen. Give in to the flow. Have faith that everything will work out, and let events unfold in a way that makes the most sense in this modern world. But I say to you who are here, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who use you spitefully. Hate those who curse you, and do excellent to those who hate you. Jesus told the listeners, "But I tell you who are standing here to love your enemies. Bless those who curse you, and do good to those who hate you." Your life is an exciting journey, and the next thrilling level is just around the corner. There are many reasons for you to be proud of yourself. The following levels of love and faith, the following levels of health, and the following levels of abundance are not unattainable goals. In fact, you can accomplish all of them by cooperating with His efforts. A plan whose completion is visible only to God is being orchestrated in you and through you at this very moment. Everything is being set up for a future that no one but God can see. The only one who can carry that out in the future is God. Please ask God to change circumstances so that they work out better for you soon. Because God's miracles happen so frequently, you must never lose faith in the grace He offers. God's message has reached you. Things will change with time, regardless of whether you blame yourself or not. So try not to stress out about it too much today and have patience. Keep it out of your mind as much as possible. This conversation is private between you and the other person. As I sit here at your toes, I beg you to let me into your most private thoughts so that I can ease your journey by listening to your problems and helping you to let go of your grip on them. In return for your approval, I will carry out all of these tasks. I am aware of the pain and the pleasure you are feeling right now, and I can empathize with both of them. I can assist you in obtaining the statistics you are seeking, and am highly knowledgeable in the field you are studying. If given the chance, I would be happy to assist you. For now, just remember that I'm here for you. So please keep things tidy. I hope that I can encourage you to confide in me about anything that is bothering you. Feel free to do that without shame anymore. I hope that the peace and comfort that I should be able to give you, my little one, can find their way to you as well. Whatever may happen in the years to come, I promise you with all my strength that I will never leave your side. I say this with all my conviction. I solemnly pledge to honor my word. If you want to position it more honestly, you should focus on the current process for a while. No need to worry. You can depend on me to fix anything else that goes wrong. You will receive assistance in the form of a dissemination of offerings that may be designed to help you in the event that it occurs the following week. This assistance could be given to you. Most people would agree that God has a plan for your salvation similar to this, and that you should be ready for it. At that point, there is no wiggle room. Assuming you believe in God, please come and say amen. At some point along the course of the journey, you will find answers to the questions you had this week, and maybe, just maybe, all of your problems will be put to rest. There are multiple ways God will show you that He is with you. There are a few ways He can achieve this. What we are seeing now is probably just the beginning of a dramatic shift in the current situation. You should make an effort to remember that next week could be challenging, but that it is just a temporary setback. There is a lot of preparation you need to do before you can enjoy a life of peace and simplicity. Jesus is going to shower you with a plethora of benefits over the next month, and you won't want to miss a thing once you've overcome this difficult period. On your behalf, He is quite generous with the benefits He will provide you. By your side, you'll have someone to guide you and someone to save you when you need it most on your journey. The ability to say good day is a hallmark of a child of God. You should carefully consider everything I'm about to say because you trust me. And I can guarantee that you will not be made to feel uncomfortable in any way. My Lord, how are you doing today? Since you've chosen me to be your celebrity baby, I may as well not be involved in anything that happens while we're on this trip. If you're going to be my travel companion, my confidence in myself and my abilities has greatly improved. Someone will help you out in a few ways this week that will demonstrate how amazing you actually are, and the way they do it will completely astound you. This person will show you how amazing you are by helping you out in a few possible ways. Prepare yourself because some really remarkable things are about to happen that you might not want to miss. You may feel your mental acuity increasing as you become more attuned to your surroundings and notice changes happening all around you. At the same time, you can expect to feel each of those things. Please subscribe to this channel. When your love for God is profound, you will realize that the obstacle in your path to your goal is part of God's plan to show that you can overcome it and have faith in Him. The realization that the delay is a component of the setback in achieving your goal might cause this to happen. If you remain committed to your current course of action and maintain your mental focus, this year has the potential to be the best of your lives. If you give it a go, this year has the potential to be absolutely fantastic. Someone will enter your life who can greatly assist you with your professional interests and also watch out for your family's well-being. Your parents, spouse, and children will be protected by this character as a gift from God. This person will offer themselves to you. You need to be prepared for the season of miracles as they show up at your doorstep. The end of the year is coming up quickly, and your intellectual, non-secular, and financial stability will improve because of how you're handling matters. Things will start to line up the right way. It is possible that God will be with you on your journey and will provide guidance at various points. Greetings, my beloved one. Please calm down and take a few slow, deep breaths. The wrath that is building up inside them is the greatest obstacle that is keeping them from reaching their dreams. God shows His toddler, Lord, you shouldn't let your emotions be affected by the things other people do, but you should also do all in your power to avoid getting involved with other people as much as possible. Whatever happens, I promise to hold on to hope and express my gratitude. And I have placed my trust in the information you have provided. Whatever happens, it's critical that you get ready for the new person who will enter your life later this week to help you advance, to help you progress to the next level. This new character will enter your life. Never mind about your stamina being tested for much longer than that. It won't be. Along the way, some members of your family will face challenges that must be surmounted. However, The resolution of these matters is entirely under God's control. It is possible to be protected from future dangers because of the grace of our Heavenly Father. Your prayers will protect your loved ones who are in danger and keep them safe from harm, because God is watching over them closely right now, protecting them from anything that could harm them. Do not be afraid. I will bless you this week. God told Moses as he turned to face him, I agree with you that I can bless you and solve any problems that arise while you are walking. What I have promised God, I will do, and I will keep my word. On his own time, he will heal me as he sees fit. He will also make sure there are no obviously dangerous obstacles in my path. Finally, God will remove all obstacles so I can go forward correctly. The people who matter most to me in this world are those whom God will watch over and protect. And I can rest assured of that. God says, "Good day, my toddler." And then he tells us to keep doing what we've been doing. Never stop praying for me. And don't ever release your hold on my hand. Instead, pledge your loyalty to me. And I'll protect you from anything bad that happens to you on the journey. Eventually, this month, you and your loved ones will face a life-altering decision. But in the end, that decision will strengthen your faith and make you stronger to overcome hardship. This is all working, and I'm just a baby of this creature. Waiting for an extended period of time is never something God does without a reason to justify his patience. God's plan for the future of the arena where I stay is all-seeing and comprehensive, and I have complete faith in that plan. I refuse to lend in any way, shape, or form in my pursuit of altering his perspective. Your body will be restored to its optimal condition before you are sick, and you will experience miraculous healing. Therefore, I know what you want, and I know you're dedicated to getting it. So I think you should keep watching this video so you can fully appreciate the great work God has done. I'm always toiling away behind the scenes to guarantee you achieve the best possible outcomes. The reason behind this is that I can tell you are committed to fulfilling your dreams. This is why I'm always doing what I can to help you succeed in reaching your goals. Consequently, my sweetheart, I implore you not to give up now, because I have wonderful plans for you in the future. In the future, I have great plans for you. Please, please, do not give up now. Right now is your chance to make your dreams of success, happiness, and financial abundance a reality. There is zero effort required on your part, and the money keeps rolling in an endless, stress-free fashion. You, my darling, are ever present in the process of being molded and shaped into the individual I have wholeheartedly committed to the possibility that you may become. This system is designed to be continuously updated for as long as you live on this planet. One day, you will realize that your prayers are being heard. Prepare to recognize and appreciate my generosity in ways you may not have imagined. Even though you may have previously believed that an answer to prayer became physically impossible to get, I will make sure to acquire them in a variety of codex. I have a grand plan for your life, and everything that's happening right now could be a part of it. And it will all work out perfectly because I care about you. I can lead you toward a future that is even more spectacular than your most idealistic predictions. If you place your faith in me, you may find that following his light leads to a life rich with reason, joy, and tranquility. If you are prepared to immerse yourself in the artwork, you will find that following his light is light. If you are inclined to position inside the attempt, do not be afraid to accept his acceptance as true. Doing so may not cause you any distress. By the end of this coming week, 22/22, you will have the opportunity to experience my power and glory in your own lives, and he will not let you down in any way. The combination of this person's everlasting love, undying respect, unbreakable loyalty, and unfaltering honesty will catch you off guard in a good way. I require that you have that faith, and if you trust me, I will keep tabs on your closest friend. I'm writing to inform you that the long-awaited improvement you've been hoping for might be on its way to you soon after attending to others. I am aware of the eager anticipation you have had for this particular occasion for a considerable amount of time. My darling, I am cognizant of everything that has been transferred to you recently. Feel free to tell me anything you want. Please don't be concerned about me anymore, but know that I will always be here for you, ready to lend a helping hand no matter what you decide to do. The light that lights up the universe rests on Jesus who is also my son. He possesses the knowledge necessary to decipher its methods and secrets. If you cling to him and trust in his abilities, you may never have to worry about the dangers of the outside world again. You would be doing yourself a favor if you signed up for the magazine. Do not delay in enrolling. If your love for Jesus is true, I want you to know that no matter how bad things have gotten for you, I have always been by your side, and I will be by your side in whatever your future holds. During this challenging time in your life, I have become someone you can lean on for support, comfort, and guidance. If you take me at my word, I can motivate you to conquer any obstacle in your path. All I ask is that you think about it as a way to remember this special day and honor the fact that you are starting a new and exciting chapter in your life. As a present, I will give you a companion for the rest of your life who will love you unconditionally and without conditions. You may decide to finish this as a sign that you are ready to embark on an exciting new chapter in your life. My guardian angels are there to keep an eye on you and guide you in the correct direction so that you do not encounter any difficulties. In order to watch out for your safety and make sure you're always on the right path, they'll be by your side throughout the voyage. Because of your exceptional character, I have grandiose hopes and dreams for your future. You are a work of art that has been painstakingly created with care and attention. If we can achieve our objectives as a team, I would be very grateful. You have the potential to accomplish great things, and I will be by your side every step of the way to help you. Believe in yourself and your abilities. No matter what, I will remain by your side. I swear to you, there will never be a day when I turn my back on you or abandon you. That much I practically swear. I have become the solid foundation you can lean on, the fortress you can hide in, and the one who can free you from your catch-22 predicament. By putting your trust in me, I can grant you the strength to conquer any obstacle that may arise during your journey, no matter how big or small. All things are abundantly delivered at some point during this time of year, and its growth is at its peak during this period as well. At this time, you will realize that many doors that were previously closed to you may suddenly open. While this may be the case for a while, you will soon have opportunities to profit from things that you have not given much thought to up until now. Whatever your wish, I can grant it because I am the God who became a miracle worker. I am available to assist you. If you continue to seek my help in prayer and have faith that I can assist you, then I can change your life so that everything runs well and you achieve a great deal of success. I manage to keep my hand-crossing skills intact. Blessings are on their way to you, and they will bless your lifestyle in ways you can't even begin to imagine. At this moment, your way of life is about to be showered with blessings that you are currently unable to comprehend fully. Everything that life throws at you, including the challenges you've overcome, is known to me. But even with all that, I know that your lifestyle can still throw you curveballs. Above all else, I want you to know that eventually, you will no longer dwell on any regret that has caused you to weep throughout your life. I want you to know how much you mean to me. So I'm telling you this. I promise you from the bottom of my heart that I will never leave you or let you down in any way. Moreover, I will always be there for you. When you look at me, I'm willing to support you no matter what. With your trust in me, I can show you the way to a life bursting with joy, contentment, and love. Put your trust in me. and I will lead you to your destination. Your lifestyle will never again put you in such a precarious situation. I assure you that I will never leave your side, even during the darkest hours of your life, or I can hold your hand and guide you through the storm so that you may hopefully come out unscathed. You will be able to live your life to the fullest once I remove the constraints that poverty and disorder have imposed on you. With the help of my sweetest little toddler, I intend to execute these moves. Your sorrow and anguish are both visible to me in your eyes. I understand the gravity of the situation. I deeply regret all that has happened to you. Knowing that I will be by your side through thick and thin will give you the strength to persevere and come out on top, no matter how difficult the situation. However, there is also the possibility that your way of life will change if you are totally isolated from the rest of the world. These situations might happen more than once. That is a completely conventional global trend. However, I want you to know that you are not invisible to me and that you are important to me because you mean the world to me. I insist that it be spotless. Please don't misunderstand me by drawing any conclusions from this. I want you to know that the sadness you're feeling will stay with you, and that I will do everything it takes to make you happy, because my love for you is greater than any words can express. I love you more than words can ever express. And I want you to know that no matter what, I will do everything in my power to make you happy. The depth of my love for you surpasses all words can describe. Please know this sincerely. Rest assured, I am always by your side and will do everything it takes to ensure you achieve the best outcomes, no matter how challenging things get. Even in the worst of times, know that I am here for you. Make that a priority in your life. I will do all in my power to guarantee that you will experience the utmost satisfaction from the results. Now that I am here to calm your nerves and guide you safely through any obstacle, you can stop worrying about a thing if you're ready to let it go. I could be a gift the whole time. All of your negative emotions, like sadness, will eventually turn positive, like disappointment into fulfillment, and negative, like problems into chances for personal growth. In the face of any difficulty, I promise that I will never leave your side, no matter how far we have to go or how tough the road ahead may be. My affection for you knows no bounds, never expires, and is never shackled by the constraints of your physical form or your mind. The way I present myself will not be changed in any way, regardless of what the future brings. No matter what happens, you can count on me to be there for you. I will never leave your side. An associate who can be emotionally and financially dependable for you is one of the benefits I have in store for you. I have some surprises in store for you, and this is one of them. This sort of reward is one of the surprises I have planned for you. In their presence, you will be able to experience love, friendship, and joy in ways you never thought possible or even possible in the past. You can expect a plethora of advantages, and your loved ones will look up to you as an admired role model. They may really originate with me, and I solemnly swear that this will cause a radical shift in how you manage your life. Keep an open mind because of this, and you will be able to absorb all of the high-quality things I have planned for you. I promise they won't disappoint you. Even when you can't feel me, my little one, I'm always here to help. Just remember that because I'm your loving father, and because I am always here for you, you are never truly alone, even if you can't see or hear me. Just because you can't feel my presence doesn't mean I can't help you. I will always be available to help you. You have my word on that. No matter how much the gods and goddesses beg you to be patient, I solemnly swear that I will never fail to deliver your order on time. I need you to be thrilled about something much bigger. So I hope you'll believe me when I say I have something much more exciting planned for you. Learning about it will be well worth the time because of all the benefits you'll reap. Your aches and pains from something that has been bothering you for a long time and causing you a lot of frustration will finally start to go away. Tonight, Some relief from this situation is on the way. A major change is about to occur in your life, and you should get ready for it. He has ordered us to stop the suffering we are currently experiencing so that we can enjoy the benefits of the Lord's advantages. If this works, we may be able to get the benefits. Maintain your optimistic perspective and keep going in the same predictable direction. In order to complete the puzzle, I am now putting its pieces together. Be patient with yourself. This is all that's expected of you until you figure out why the universe made you wait so long and what it's trying to teach you by doing so. The cosmic events that may be taking place are far beyond anything you could ever hope for or anticipate. They extend far beyond anything you could have possibly imagined, farther than anything you could have ever imagined occurring to you or within your destiny. People all across the globe are chatting with you, according to God. Because of the significant role you play in people's lives, they mention you when talking about you. You should do everything in your power to keep going forward, because you're about to go through a period where the path it takes could change drastically. The Lord has warned against giving in to despair or wallowing in self-pity. My son should not have died on the spot if it had been possible for me. Keep going and don't wallow in self-pity. You shouldn't let that bring you down. Instead, get up off the floor, put your best foot forward, and keep moving in the right direction so that you can achieve your goals. If anyone could have saved me, it would have been you. You are the only one who has developed the ability to do what you likely did. In reality, I am the heavenly creature you worship. For the time being, you are my top priority. Lots of good things are about to happen to you, and by the time this weekend comes around, you won't even remember all the problems and worries you've been having with your life. You will acquire the skills necessary to enjoy life to the fullest and achieve your goals in a way that is meaningful to you on a character level. As a result of these gifts, are you currently able to check out of the resort? I know your struggles and can promise you that you will soon be able to meet them with the help of God. I'm also aware of the needs you have. You need to meet certain criteria, and I am aware of them. The next morning, when you open your eyes, you will find a miracle that has been waiting for you. Somebody in the future has been keeping an eye out for you. In addition to tangible improvements, there may be a great deal of fruitful mental shifts. When I make a decision, you can bet that I will keep your first-rate interests in mind. Actually, type Amen into the comment box. Please subscribe to receive additional messages from God, and may the Lord be praised for what He has revealed. Amen. God is telling you right now that there may be several signs from someone who wants to cut you off from this person's influence in your life. I have something very important to tell you about the people in your life that is really crucial right now. What I'm about to say concerns people you love and will love in the future, especially others. And I can tell you're paying attention these days. I have some very important things to discuss with you. Let me have a quick conversation with you. A fresh and exciting adventure is about to begin for your own family. The time is almost here for the event, and it will arrive soon. This is happening quickly. In addition to financial troubles, you've been afflicted with worry and pain. As a result of positive issues, lots of joy and unexpected financial benefits may be yours soon. This is because such matters will be addressed shortly, which means they will be resolved soon. The money-losing issues will soon be handled, and you'll be able to reap the benefits of that resolution. Since you're now financially strong, we can do all things through God who has gifted us abundantly. Without it, none of this could have been accomplished. Watch this video all the way to the end if you think miracles are necessary for your survival. Your struggles throughout the years have been on my mind, and they have been discouraging. Thank you for opening up to me about how this disease has affected you emotionally and physically. Being late or losing a big item on the way may have been the cause of this problem. Please have faith in me when I say that this year will be one of your best ever, but not in the way you expect. This last year could have been the best of your life. Take charge of your health, relationships, and money again. In this approach, I can better assist you without assuming that your objectives will be immediately fulfilled. However, in such a situation, it's important to maintain an attitude of gratitude and optimism. Only a limited amount of time remains. It can take less time than you anticipate to meet your objectives and accomplish your goals. By liking and sharing this video, you can show your support for us if you are a believer in God. Keep in mind that access to contemplation is vital. So trust is key if you want my benefits. And I want to help you get them. It seems like there may not be a way out, but I vow I can discover a method. And that is the mechanism of the closed-door changes that the Lord considers beneficial are taking place in you. And once they start, they can't be stopped. As He becomes a part of your routine, all of your problems will turn into joy. A scarcity of plenty is a possibility. To do this, He will lift your spirits when you're feeling low. You will have more of everything He takes care of for you the moment He joins your life with the boundless strength bestowed upon Him by the Holy Spirit. He will carry out that task. This means that in order to receive God's gift, one must see the whole film in its entirety. This, my dear children, presents a year filled with many opportunities for growth and exploration. You won't want to miss out on this year's spectacular events. An excellent event will take place first thing in the morning the next day, and it will solve all of your financial issues. I can't wait to tell you the incredible things that will happen in your life once you trust me and let me work my magic. No matter what, you can count on my undivided attention and support. Do not ever lose sight of this. You must know that I am not some abstract God who could care less about you. You are near God, and I am God. My message to you is this: you can't treat me like a God who doesn't care about people anymore. You should emphasize this idea so that our conversation may go forward smoothly. At this point in time, I am no longer a faceless deity that is not fair of you to assume about me. A categorical no. Furthermore, I care deeply about your dreams and all of your requirements just as a father would. You need to talk to me and listen to what I say. Please treat me with the same kindness that a close friend would, just as you would with a wonderful friend. Moreover, please handle me as you would a close friend. Tell me how you would talk to a great friend. Use plain language when you address me. Lay out the facts for me. What kind of message might you send to a close friend? This is how I like to be addressed. You should definitely subscribe to this channel if you're really interested in God and Christianity. If this advice doesn't resonate with you, don't follow it. The world was formed by a compassionate God, and I am that God. Everything between heaven and earth is under my control, including the sun, stars, mountains, oceans or sky, and mountains. In my belief, someone gave you life after considering you beyond what words can express. I created you and gave birth to you so I could become the person I believe I should be. I am the only one who gave birth to you, and according to my image, I am your real mother, your child. Or each of them are audible. I will be he whenever you need a friend. I'll be here. Please identify me. Listen, my friend, no matter what happens, I will always remember that I love you. Whenever you need me, I will be here for you. Trust me when I say that it is really important. In exchange for your stress, anxiety, worry, and pain, I will provide you peace, love, healing, magic, and blessings. I will put your worries to rest. All of your problems, worries, anxieties, and fears may be solved right this second. I am able to alleviate all of your present worries, anxieties, tensions, and discomforts. I have something very special that I can give you. You have been through this for a lot longer than anybody else, my darling. Things that weren't your fault had been holding you back for a while. It was foolish of you to invite them in the first place. even if you shouldn't have done it. Anyhow, you can trust that completely. You have been acting in a way that does not appropriately reflect your role. Aside from that, you're basically right. The prohibition on having them at the outset explained the shifting results. Also, instead of giving up everything to keep order, you should really think about me since your problems. Even if they didn't seem true before, you now believe them to be real. My darling kid, I know you have been keeping your fingers crossed and hoping for the best. You've hoped for things to become better, for a gift to return to you, and for a solution to the problem you're facing. What you really want is for someone to hear you out. In addition, please know that your prayers have been heard by the Lord. Please consider that in the future. If you choose it, you will be wealthier than ever before. However, I assure you that you will also be happier and more successful than everyone else on the planet because of me. Even if it may not be possible, I must find a solution to this problem for you. Approximately. I will let you know. If you need strength, I will find it within myself to restore and reconstruct you. Young man, you must stop letting your worries control you. There's no need for you to become engaged, since I'm not that driven and focused. Despite my weakness, I am the deity who does marvelous and astounding deeds. I'm the most uncomplicated individual who can do all of those more substantial tasks. It seems like everyone else is so busy right now. Either it's too easy or it's too hard. No matter how big or little, I will be able to handle any task, objective, or challenge. This is where I begin and where I end. I am the one and only Alpha and Omega in our fate. I am everything that has happened and all that will happen. I used to be just one of these things, but now I am all of them. At this point in time, I am not only one of these things, I am everything. I, the God, am responsible for your creation, knowledge, love, and sacrifice. I even came from the dead so that I too might die by your side. Yes, I did notice you. I love you, God, and you are me. It was I, the deity, who rescued you. You have eternal lives because I am the God between you and God. I am everything. I gave up my way of life so that you may remain, and God is in me. Being God gives me intimate knowledge of you, God here, and I must have a word with you. Believe me when I say this. I am the deity who became ready to die for you. Think about being able to put all your faith in me, my darling. Serving me is the most important part of the global community, and I want you to follow my instructions to the letter. You should be my provider. It's something my heart could like thinking about. The fact that your life is not turning out the way you had envisioned it would. Your fears and problems and the hardships you are experiencing are all things I would want to know more about. My interest is piqued by your goals, dreams, and ambitions as well. Could you please tell me what's going on? I could be interested in delving more into each aspect of it. After then, I will need them once more. So, please forward them on to me. I can guarantee their safety by closely monitoring them at that point. Believe me when I say I am who I claim to be, and give some thought to the guarantees I provide. Your planning ahead of time is much appreciated. Know that no matter what happens, I will always be at your side. I am generally at your side even when you can't perceive, touch, or hear me. Know that I'm often referring to things from your point of view. Keep this in mind always. I promise to remain at your side most of the time, no matter how tough things become during our set. Regardless of how it seems right now, my tiny kid, I want you to know that your life is predetermined to help you grow and improve. I'm always thinking about new ways we can be your guide. The ideal plan, as most would agree, is one that works perfectly in every way. Assuming you are aware of what fate has in store for you, you have a strategy to bring you joy. Using the network will likely not only give you reason to be optimistic, but it will also help other local inhabitants and make you appear remarkable. If you manage to pull this off, you'll be the lifeblood of the party, a genuine celebrity. This will bring us closer together as it highlights our shared greatness. Do what I ask while naked, because we'll be experiencing something new and exciting. While we accomplish this, we'll grow closer to one another. Little kid, my strategy may not hurt you at all, so there's no need to be worried. Never believe someone who tells you the task is difficult or upsetting if they really mean it. Do not tell yourself that you are unworthy or inadequate for something you really want. If it is something you truly like, if you give in to this temptation, you will feel terrible about yourself. Because of this, you risk having your goals ignored. I gave you a lot of thought before entrusting you with a responsibility, since you are the most important family member to me. I wanted to let you know this. Since you have a lot of true value in my family. Type 44. If you hold to the belief in God, following my guidance and having trust in me will lead you to the ways of life that I have preserved for you. If you stick with me through this, the life I have planned for you will come to fruition. When you trust me and follow the path I've shown you, you should keep going in the same way. Trusting me will make it simple. Just trust in me. That's all. The rest will be taken care of by me. You don't need anything else. No matter the pain you've caused, Jesus loves you all the same. Christ is able to love and care for you despite your sin, because he is neat and well-behaved. Even if you've sinned against him and other people, my darling, he still has room in his heart for you. I'm not planning to leave, so please know that you can always count on me. Currently, I have no tour plans at this time. I'm not planning any trips because I typically hold you close to my heart. I can never give in to you or leave you in most situations. I'm able to hold you tightly, so be assured that I will never leave you or ignore you. If I'm responsible for you, you may be certain that I will never leave you or ignore you. I assure you that I will never leave you or ignore you. It must feel good to be able to hold you in my hand. You shouldn't be pleased with yourself since a guy who has been through it before may never be able to shut it, no matter how much they try, no matter how often he tries. That generally happens if I step through it. So the exciting surprises I have in store for you could stay hidden and only for the two of you. They may be invisible to everyone else. You own it forever. You will be placed in a very favorable spot where you have never been before. Regardless of their actions, also, you can find yourself in a whole new arena where you've never excelled before. Beyond that, you will be faced with a situation that you have never faced before. Also, in an instant, you will find yourself in a setting unlike anything you have ever been before. What more events are in the works? You'll be venturing into uncharted territory. To be able to hold that event is another matter entirely. It goes without saying that you should get yourself structured in order to receive the info. Jesus knew their emotions and wanted them to know that he had been paying attention the whole time. He acknowledged that some of them might feel ignored or forgotten, and he said, "I also feel the same way." This shows that he was approaching the situation with an open heart and mind. Some of you may feel ignored or unappreciated. I want you to know that I understand how you feel, since I've been there too. Every one of the Lord's cries has been heard and seen by me. Since I have had similar feelings, I can empathize with how some of you may feel neglected or ignored. So that you may maximize its potential and finish the tasks at hand, I must ensure that everything is ready and organized properly. Even if you haven't seen anything yet, you should still consider that a great lot of work is going on behind the scenes and is on its way to you. It is far away, even if you haven't seen it yet. This exists despite the fact that you have likely never heard of it. Please don't be shy about contacting me if you're feeling lost, unhappy, or worn down by the idea that there is no wish. It's me who consistently provides delight to others. I am able to help and focus on what you need. Count on me to provide you a hand. I will do my best to lead you. They could still be fantastic things, but there'll be things in ways you can't even begin to fathom right now. The gifts may not necessarily be what you want to manifest in your life. I can live up to the promise I made to you. I will ensure that my word is pasted into this. No matter what happens, I am practically promising that I will be at your side. If there's anything you need, I can be there to help. I will not work with you if that is what you want. It is completely up to you when and how you request help. You are always welcome to do so. Despite all the bad things happening around me, I am the one who can see the silver lining. I owe my identity to you. When I'm here, you won't have a moment to think about how lonely you are. My well-being will occupy your thoughts. In this manner, you may not be able to consider being alone too often. Your current problems, pain, and anxiety are all on my mind. Every one of them is known to me. Help me get the word out. Kindly give this video a rating. You may be certain that I will never leave your side or forsake you. You ought to be well aware of this. As you strive for healing, I have come to encourage, support, and aid you for the sake of assisting you. I have come here because I have been through tough circumstances. I'm aware of how challenging lives may be, and I'm here to help you. But please know that I am doing everything in my power to make things better for you and your family. Life presents us with challenges, and I am aware of them as well as those that persist in requiring resolution. It's easy to become angry over little things in life, and I'm sure there will be more of them. Every potential problem that may emerge in life, as well as those that may crop up soon, is something I'm well aware of. I will shower blessings onto you and those you care about, and I will make your suffering go away. This is going to be handled properly by me. Easy. Just tell me you want me to be a part of your life and ask that I lend you a hand. Continuing is not something you are interested in doing. There is no further step that you must undertake. It is very important to me that I be able to assist you, since I care about you. This is precisely why I am eager to provide you a hand. Skepticism. Many of you have been waiting for these days for what seems like an eternity. Finally, it has arrived, and you are overjoyed. All this fresh start isn't just a pipe dream. It's going to occur. Quick action is required to modify this. Insomnia, restlessness, or agitation are not anything you need to worry about so that you can feel like old fabric. Have faith and trust in me, based on my past helping you. Live your life as something I'm attempting to figure out. Trust in my abilities. Have faith in what I can do. Have faith that I can handle these responsibilities for your benefit. I shall exert all of my might into resolving the situation. I know exactly what's best for you, and no one else does either. As a rule, I'll cover for your lovely pastime. Forgiveness, defined as the capacity to move beyond hurtful feelings and actions, is the topic at hand. I hope this prompts you to consider how your non-secular father would pardon your transgressions. Whether you are capable of forgiving those who have harmed you and unable of doing so. Even the Father God will not forgive every one of your sins if you can't or won't let go of the memory. No amount of begging or apologizing will help. It may be tough, but forgiving other people is essential. Whatever the case may be, you probably don't want to carry about nearly as much animosity, bitterness, or fury as you formerly did. This will ensure that your life is long and peaceful. Being in the company of someone like me is the ultimate solution to all of life's problems. No matter how much you try to hide from me, I will always be as visible as the sun. No matter how much you try to hide from me, I am always here. I am impossible to escape otherwise. That is how I see the sun continually circling. Have no fear. I will be here, even if you can't see me. It is my sincere desire to assist you, and I am always here for you. You may not always feel my physical iCal presence, but know that I am always by your side. That should be enough to ease your mind. Usually, you can take me at my word. If you could see me floating in midair, I suppose you could investigate me in an effort to be a good mother. I will do my best to feed you and tend to your needs. I love you and will always be here for you, no matter how much you can't see or feel me. Do you think I am the supreme being who can perform miracles? Keep in mind, my darling, that I am the creator of all wonders. I, the God, became known as the one who led us into the sea of reeds. Beyond that, I helped the sick get well and resurrected the worthless. On my side, I am the supreme deity capable of daily miracles. Your completion of the assignment is all that is required of you. Pay attention to my advice and include your faith in it. Proudly share my skills and experience. Grant me your consent. Please realize that what you're going through right now is something that many people can relate to. That is something that other people are going through. And you need to know that I am available for you to talk to. This privilege belongs to your father, your author, and your close friend. Other people may try to take advantage of your kindness. You can always count on me, Dad, to be here for you whenever you need me, to tell you how great you are at whatever it is that you do, to show you my love, and to point you in the correct path. I covered a lot of ground at this pivotal juncture in your life. I am here to help you navigate it. I just want you to try to get in touch with me, believe in me, and go for the total performance functions. That's all I want right now. You are only obligated to do that. I promise that I can give you my undivided attention and do my best to meet your expectations. These two issues will, I assure you, come up, and I really hope that you will give them your full attention. Those promises that you'll follow my plan for the rest of your life, my darling, generally come true. I also think it's critical that you follow the procedure, because I like you. I'm depending on you to paint this picture because I just want what's best for you and your success. I'm depending on you to complete this task. The reason to be hopeful is that you will be guided by a higher power. You can get both if you follow this remarkable strategy. You may be able to secure your future if you adhere to this. By diligently following their guidelines, you will succeed. Not everything is simple. I know it's necessary if I want people to really appreciate my affection, my generosity, and the quality of my global efforts. Perhaps there isn't another way. Now is the time when the major life event you've been anticipating will finally come to pass. As you had anticipated, the moment has come to attend the event. If you agree, click the yes button. Your regular prayers have finally paid off. And now you may enjoy the fruits of your effort. You will experience these blessings because you have been praying a lot. I have them in store for you. My deepest wish is that you are ready to grasp the extraordinary opportunities that are coming your way, with the benefits I've already set up for you in place. I can fulfill your wishes because of all your hard work. You won't need to worry about how other people will react to you. It could be a good time to start enjoying the fruits of your effort right now. I know that money has been tight for you recently, but I want you to know that I will always be here to help and watch out for your needs, no matter what. This is something I think you should know. You shouldn't be worried about how you'll pay for it anymore. This is knowledge I want you to know. I'm able to meet all of your requirements if it brings me honor. In order to achieve my full potential, I will go above and beyond. Rest assured, I will fulfill all of your requests. I fight alone. You should not be concerned about the means by which you will settle your bills, since you already have a plan. Despite appearances, there is a method that can assist you at this very moment. You have placed your trust in me, therefore, I can find a way. Additionally, I am aware of the fact that you have had challenging times in the many relationships that you have had throughout your life. I am well aware of the challenges that this area presents, and these discussions include all of your identifying issues. When I say you're going to have the best romantic life ever, you'll have to take my word for it. You have my word that it will work. Having said that, you may have to trust me. If you believe in a higher power, I implore you to see this video in its entirety if you want to find a soulmate who will accept you no matter what and who will inspire you to reach your full potential. I know just the person for you. You found your ideal partner in me. With this individual, you need to persevere. From Inquiry B, I identified these folks. I promise to bring this person into your life at the perfect moment. So please have patience. I can bring this person into your life at the right time. You just have to believe it. I will bring them to you now because I brought them into your lives. Now is the perfect moment for them to be a part of yours. It is my intention to ensure that this occurs as long as your intentions are sincere. There is no harm in following your passions and your dreams. Do what makes you happy. No one can stop you. I really hope you are able to do what I set out to do for you. See you through to the end. Even as you mature, I guess you can achieve success in everything you set your mind to. You have come this far because I care about you and want you to be happy, which is why I had one goal in mind while I was making you. Keep in mind that I brought you all this far not only to show you how far I could take you, but because I wanted the best for you. Now that we've come this far, it's not only because I guided you here, it's also because I worked hard to get you here. My intentions towards you are quite remarkable. Your success is crucial to me. I must provide you with an opportunity for optimism and anticipation, and I assure you that none of those plans will be detrimental to you. These things must be good for you. If I'm thinking about you, I care about you and like spending time with you. I'm crossing my fingers that the plans have piqued my interest in this particular topic. God wants you to know that He is always with you, even when you feel like you're on your own, providing guidance and support. Even when it seems like you're doing everything on your own, God is there, holding your hand and providing guidance. This is something God wants you to know, no matter how it seems. You are definitely not doing anything by yourself anymore. I promise that. No matter what happens, I will always be here for you. Under no circumstances will I leave you. With my firm grasp on justice, I can steer you on the right path while also inspiring, assisting, and supporting you. I can make your lives better in ways you can't imagine, and give you more happiness than you could ever imagine if you decide to think about me. I will bring beauty into your life. You may trust that I will see them through to the end if you only have confidence in me as your eternal Father. I am filled with immense delight since it brings me closer to my goal in life. I pray that it will benefit you. You are in my prayers, and I will continue to be in yours. It is my prayer that God's blessings be upon you always. Remember to have faith in me and know that I will keep all of my previous promises to you. Have faith in me, I won't let you down. The possibility of difficult times, including challenging circumstances and periods of despair, is something I am aware of. Even when these things pop up, I'm prepared. I'm prepared for everything that may come my way. Sure, if you believe it to be real, you're not alone. However, that is something I want you to know. That is a staggeringly large count. I must admit on this subject, I uncovered a great quantity of information. No matter what happens, you will never be alone. Every breath I take will be devoted to being by your side. No matter how bad the situation, I can always keep an eye on you and guide your actions. No matter what happens, I promise to remain by your side, replacing your heart with love, happiness, and peace that lasts forever. Admitting my existence into yours is all that is necessary. If you would just let me into your life, simply opening the door would be enough to let me in. If you really wanted me to be a part of your life, just make room for me so I may enter. That's all it takes. Your only expectation is that you will kindly open the door for me to enter. Someone has to act quickly. No one ever enjoys being thirsty or hungry. You will by no means thirst or get hungry if you trust in me and remain by my side. You probably won't deplete your water supply. You need not worry at all if you trust in me in the vicinity of running out of food. In fact, I will go out of my way to accommodate you if you decide to cooperate with me. In fact, I will go above and beyond anything you could ever imagine. Being very well off, both monetarily and intellectually, is something I'd want to talk about if it were necessary. I would tell you about a life of plenty because I want to share it with you and live it to the fullest. A life of plenty is what I aspire to. It is with great pleasure that I propose to you a life of absolute luxury. Actually, I promise that I will always be here for you, regardless of what you have done or are going through. If you are a believer in God, then come and say amen. I mean it literally. I can't take it anymore. So I'm standing here with my fingers crossed, ready to give you a bare embrace the second you get here because I can't wait to embrace you when you get here. I'm prepared for you to come to me. In addition, I solemnly promise that I will not be able to decline any of your further demands. I'm aware that it might be difficult for you to trust me at times, especially when things are not going according to plan. I know this because I've been where you are, because I have been where you are. I know this to be true. Having been in your shoes before, I am able to provide you with this knowledge. I've been in your shoes before, and although you may not be able to see it, know that I'm always trying very hard behind the scenes. Take a moment to consider it. This must constantly be kept in consideration. There will be no changes in my life plan for you. Even if you remember being disrespectful to other people, the method I'm going to share with you will give you hope for the future. Your knowledge about this subject is very remarkable to me. Please, little one, be ready for the out-of-the-blue kindness that I am about to encounter. I've already done what's necessary to make sure you can advance faster and step down from your position of leadership so you can pursue other options. It is far away, even if you can't see it in the present. Because you have put your faith and confidence in me, I can make your dreams come true. True even when it seems like nothing is possible. I feel compelled to tell you to be strong so that you may be courageous and fearless. Hopefully, that will be of some service. The Lord your God is with you, so you have nothing to fear or be concerned about. There is just no way that the Lord will leave you. Regarding this, you shouldn't be worried or scared of them. Right in front of your eyes, the Lord made a promise that is very monumental. As far as you can tell, there are no openings for you found your confidence and thought of me, so I can steer them to success as God. I possess the power to do what seems like an insurmountable task. I am fully capable of doing any task that you may give me. I love you more than you can ever fathom, and I want nothing less than the best for you in this world. The finest things in life are what I want for you. I have high standards for you and will not settle for anything less than the finest for you. This only signifies that you must approach me and provide me permission to attend to you in the hereafter. Discover a world brimming with wonder and beauty in your lifestyle. Permit me to tell you what you'll discover if you decide to follow my lead and remain in this world as I've described it. You could find that this way of living is brimming with beauty and awe if you choose to experience it with me from your perspective. You will notice everything. You will find that everything I say is accurate if you let me lead you through life and make all the decisions for you. And if you take my word for it, by doing so, you have a chance of discovering that everything I say is true. Countless things work in my favor if you trust me, and your vulnerability allows me to show you my real power. I promise I won't leave you hanging, and that I can listen intently to whatever you have to say about ourselves, other people, and the world around us. Those two pledges will be unharmed in the least. Everyone has informed me about your problem, and I've seen firsthand the struggles you face every day just to get by. I will do more than is necessary to fulfill my responsibilities because I am aware of the difficulties you are experiencing, and because I feel compelled to assist you. Get ready to discover your abilities and amazement right this second. Check that everything is in order before you start. During the formation of the universe, I was careful not to overlook any of you or the specific demands you made to guarantee that the cosmos functioned according to your desires. I did this. It is my responsibility to make sure you achieve the goals I've set for your life and that you fulfill their purpose. Those objectives are private, and only you have access to them. The reasons behind your objectives are unique to you, and you have the power to accomplish them. You have decided that achieving a future that only you can achieve is your life's task. Everything you need to live a full and happy life is here, provided by me. I have given you extraordinary talents and skills, some of which may be unique to you. No one else can match your unique set of skills and abilities. I hope my gift has given you everything you need for a happily ever after. But I know that even when you're honest with me and everyone else, there will be moments when you still have to deal with reality. You could be groping aimlessly in the dark for solutions, and you might not be getting very far since you have been unsuccessful in finding the solutions you need despite your best efforts. This is an entirely cost-effective reaction to the current situation. But you know what? You can generally count on me, and I'm thrilled that you're making an effort to seek my advice and help. What I really need is for you to know that I can always be by your side. I promise I will never leave you or fail to be there for you when you need me. I will always be by your side and never leave you to set you free. I am the truth to lead you toward your goal. I am the noteworthy light and to provide for all your wishes. I am the pleasant existence. If you only watch me, you will find what you are looking for. Just out of politeness, I was hoping you could let me explain the situation. Your romantic life, financial situation, and physical health will undergo dramatic changes within the next 2 weeks. All of these changes could make you extremely happy for the time being. I beg that activity go through a great deal of pain and suffering. God assures him that the joy that is to come is greater than the suffering he has endured so far. Right now, Job is going through a tremendous amount of pain. In the wee hours of the morning, God will perform a miracle so that you may put your financial problems to rest. The time of this miracle will be at the crack of dawn. It is going to be an extraordinary early morning event. During the early hours of the morning, when most people are still asleep, this fantastic component will emerge. Even though this strange occurrence is expected to happen in the wee hours of the morning, everyone has to be ready to look into it. In the new season, God says things will start to work out for you. A whole new season is about to begin, and this word is a sign of it. In order to assist you in preparing for the following season, this letter has been sent to you. You should really be able to put the suggestions made in this email to good use. This letter was meant to have arrived at your residence earlier today. Things in your life will improve, and you may get a plethora of benefits and good fortune. Right now, things are about to become rather exciting for you. The significant things that happen to you in life may make you feel grateful. In the next 15 minutes, you will have access to much more funds because God is on your side. It is possible that you are capable of handling this. You may be able to get your hands on all this gear. No one you know or trust will be the source. There are whispers that you're about to hear at a later date. You could encounter each of those tales together with pleasure, love, and acceptance. All of this will come back to haunt you at some point in your life as a result of your actions. Because of your actions, you will likely face consequences for all that has transpired. Everything that happens will be because of you. Everything that went wrong because of your actions will work against you. If anything is missing, I will return it to its original condition and give you your money back. Prepare for some of the most delightful and fascinating news of your lives. Oh God, these things will happen in the next several months. Blessings, love, comfort, answers, healing, and incredible possibilities are being sent your way at this very moment. I am certain that everything will work out for the best in the end, and that you will be satisfied with the outcome. I may be willing to put my trust in you if you know someone who might benefit from this video, whether they work with you, a part of your immediate family, or are close friends. Please share it with them. Every single thing you have done and will continue to do for me is much appreciated. For all you've done for me, I really need you to know how much I appreciate it. Please know how much I appreciate all you've done for me. You have my deepest thanks and admiration for what you have done for me, for the sake of our relationship. I'd want you to know how much you mean to me. All the hard work you've done for God makes you deserving of this honor and recognition. Among the people I care about, you are the most helpful. Please, Lord, help me to live each day in accordance with your will, not my own, since I know that this is the right thing to do. I would greatly appreciate it if you could tell me when and how to use the right words. If this works, I may be able to live a peaceful and fulfilling life because of this. I may be able to achieve a life of contentment and pleasure. My deepest appreciation is with you. I am capable of doing everything perfectly. So let me influence you. I don't care whether you believe me or not anymore. In terms of my faith, I have considerably loftier ambitions. After everything is said and done, you will discover that that approach worked wonders for you and that your choice was the right one. Sometimes, God may tell you to wait until it's far safe to show off on the street again. In the meantime, you need to prepare for this situation. Up until then, you should be on the lookout for the delay that is sure to come. Always keep in mind how important it is to get your religion from God and to be thankful for what you have. Those are the two things that are most important, even separately. The two devices are massive. Keep this in mind all the time. You can't change or stop things that are already going to happen in your life. They have to happen the way they're intended to. Not every possible result is a decision. While I vow, I will never let you down. There are other people in this world who will. I assure you I will not disappoint you, regardless of the actions of other people. I promise that I will never fail you, no matter how bad things become for you. I vow to you that I will not let you down like other people. You might consider that I'm able to watch out for you and the human beings you care about. Everyone you care about, including yourself, will reap the rewards of my exerting control over your daily lives. I vow that I can by no means walk away from your side and that I will always be with you. God requires you to know that your existence may be free of frenzy, pain, or anxiety is going ahead. Peace, love, restoration, and my services will be present. Alternatively, he swears to you that he will fulfill this devotion. God has promised you all of this, and similarly, he assures that each of these moments will come at the proper timing. Similarly, he's going to erase all your fears, anxiety, and difficult circumstances, irrespective of anything. You may consistently count on me to be there for you when you require me, whatever you need. I'll do everything I can to house you. You may expect me to be continuously accessible. I swear I promise to improve your existence in every way as quickly as occasions shift, which they're very soon. Something will change at that factor, everything in your life, such as your fitness, employment, and the character of your relationships, will be regulated as soon as this alteration takes effect. Until you get to the gates of heaven, keep on praying. God will respond to your prayer. You kept me very busy while you arrived there. Remain resilient, and by no means forget that God gets you through any difficult situation. As you undergo the suffering, he's simply looking to assist you. Have to always remember that God will see you through whatever tough times you may encounter. You should usually remember this because it's vital that even in the toughest situations, God will see you through them and offer you the aid you need to get through them. No matter how difficult things are for you, that is always proper. He'll aid you via all you're going via and spot you through to the other side. That implies that matters will improve quickly, so that you may also exhale with alleviation, that your present-day issues will soon come to an end. I'm going to open a brand new door for you. It appears to be something someone is announcing to you from above. The message from above could be that I'm going to open a brand new door for you. Suddenly, the entirety you've been soliciting will begin to come together as it has to, enabling them to perform the cause for which they had been created. You will not understand how clearly kind I'm, despite the fact that I comprehend, which will blow your mind. Amen. To manifest. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more of God's messages. Amen. God is trying to tell you right now that even if you don't talk to someone very often, they still think highly of you. This person still has strong feelings for you. Even if you don't talk to them much, they will always have good feelings for you. No matter how often you talk to them, those parents can't handle the idea of being apart from you. As soon as they remember they would not be able to communicate with you, they often break down in tears as a result of their need for you. They would want you to know how much they value and adore you. They are hoping you will know how much they mean to them. They hope you'll feel their immense care and attention even if they ignore you. They still want you to know how much they care about you and love you. God recognizes the importance of this connection and does not require you to break it. This is vital to you and serves a good purpose. He doesn't want you to lose anything. Realizing that God is love means that you will not want to let go of anything that is very meaningful to you. People who lack love have a limited awareness of God because it is much more difficult to identify God when love is absent. Make sure you watch the whole video if this is really the case with God. Then I will now understand that you have been with me the whole time, making sure everything turned out okay, even if I didn't realize it at the moment. Even if they claim to be carrying out God's will, there are times when I feel they are being unjust. As God says, you've been ordering stuff, but you've also been finding methods to accommodate my needs. Everything is set up so that it will work out for me, even if you've been working on it. In any case, you should never ignore this criterion. Yes, it is significant. Nothing nice is going to happen to you next week, and there won't be time to talk about it. The time has come for the event you have been hoping for and praying for to come to pass. Always have an open mind and treat others with dignity and respect. I just wanted to say how much I appreciate all you've done. Thank you so much for all you've done to improve my quality of life. I know I don't deserve your love, but I appreciate your tolerance with me nonetheless. I aspire to elevate my life. Daddy is eternal, and I love and honor him. As a side trip from your original plan, I just wanted you to know how much I value everything that is about to happen. You are adored by God. In this way, the ideal placement of the door is essential for its efficient closing and opening. Upon pre-closing, this might guarantee that the door is always left open. Do you swear you won't lose your train of thought? Show your faith by giving this video a like and sharing it with others if you believe in God. Despite the fact that some may go, we are certain that the majority will remain, so we have nothing to worry about in that regard. Everyone who loves God and believes He has a purpose for their life may see how everything works out for the best. God is urging us not to be let down. Keep going forward. I am at my best when I am with you. I trust you to look after and protect everyone who confides in me. Just for a second, keep in mind what I asked and help them out while they try to overcome all the obstacles they're now facing every day. I hope and pray that the ties that link you to the important people in your life will get stronger. Within the context of Jesus Christ's call, we hope that the joy that is ahead for you is quite different from the pain that you have endured. The two are completely unlike each other. Information of a similar kind will be sent to you. Your previous difficulties pale in comparison to what is ahead of you. You must understand that I'm able to dispatch an angel before your arrival to protect you and provide you with the place I have planned for you. I can send an angel to help you if you remember this. some time and thought are valuable to me. An angel will be sent by me. Being well prepared is essential for your course. It is vital that you promptly remove individuals who are not a good fit for my lifestyle, and bring the individuals who are supposed to be there into it. In order for me to have the kind of leisure you do, it is essential that I give serious thought to the individuals who were destined to be your love. In the name of Jesus Christ, I really pray that you will be able to provide me with the joy that I need. In certain cases, it is not allowed to see certain types of statistics even when no one else does either. Everything I'm going through is known only to God. Considering this is a high-quality move because He knows all there is to know, I trust that He will lead me through this. He has my unwavering trust. In spite of the severity of our trials, we must not give up on our dreams because the Lord makes all things possible. Because of this, we must not give up on attempting to resolve these difficulties. Moreover, no matter how much you try, you will inevitably find yourself in His presence. Something that will completely transform you in ways you never dreamed of is about to happen. This month might be a watershed moment in your life, as you may come to realize you have a clear command from God to follow. And if you put your light on it, you will see it clearly. You may be able to see incredible things happen right in front of your eyes if you're well organized enough to give them your full attention. Pay attention to your gut and choose wisely when you ask God how things will work. He often responds with a question like, "What's up, my toddler?" Take into account the advice of your coronary heart while making a decision. What God wants you to know is that He wants you to be excited about life again. According to His message to you, keep in mind that you are not in this battle alone. I really need that to sink in. Rekindle your enthusiasm for life. I need it. You should think about me and put your worries aside because I am going to surprise you in a very special way. I am now attending to your worries, and I have already sent angels to assist you. You must experience pure joy once again. I am eternally grateful to my Father for all He has done for me, and the return I have planned for you is going to rock your world. Even though I know I don't deserve your love, I'm grateful that you've stuck with me anyway. Everything is beautiful to me. Please hear me out and provide my friends and family with all the support they need to get through this difficult time. Certainly. In response to Jesus' command, keep watch over and protect all people. I like how, rather than violating the law, seeking facts brings about feelings of pride and affection. Hope is a lifelong devotion. Love never ends. No matter how difficult things become, religion is an inherent part of love. Love will never give up the struggle for what is right. Love never betrays faith. Love never gives up, never loses its drive, and never stops driving. Thus, it always triumphs in the here and now. Your own existence is under God's authority, and He has an excellent plan for it. The strategy and the objective are fantastic. You can build an ideal blueprint for the whole thing, even if you have no idea how. God is not utterly taken aback by your current way of life, and you must find comfort in that knowledge, since He is never more than a short distance away. It is far more difficult to claim that He is not considering you. Trust Him to protect you and keep an eye on everything. May the God who gives desire also anoint you with perfect joy and peace in your faith, so that the Holy Spirit may power you with a multitude of desires. My prayer is with you, and I ask that you grant my request. Being able to think about anything, even when you don't have any good facts, is a great attribute called faith. I feel compelled to thank my ever-present Father for all He has done for me. You have stuck with me despite the fact that I know I am unworthy of your love. Everything is familiar to me, no matter how bad things go. You can always find a Bible verse. Even though the world is going through a very tough time right now, we should be able to locate them if we search hard enough. Even in the midst of all the tremendous event flags that are pointing in the correct direction, we assume it is reasonable to assume that your motives are good. Having said that, we believe it's decent to assume that you are acting with good intentions. I greatly appreciate your prayers. Please keep things going as they are according to God. Your adversary is no longer present and cannot be found everywhere. Hence, there may not be a larger one. We were able to overcome and destroy the monster of sloth, hopelessness, and despair because the call of Jesus was strong. Now that you're not directly responsible for those aspects of your lifestyle, the person who was previously in charge of them is no longer involved. This has removed the person who became responsible for all of those things in your life. In our conversations with you, we tried to put ourselves in your shoes and tell you what we think about life worth living, emphasizing that God has called you into His kingdom and glory. This is because we addressed each of you as if you were an individual's own children. Jesus briefly appeared to them before having a conversation with them. While it's impossible with people, God can make it happen. Everything is possible with God. Select yes to get this favor. When one seeks the Lord, their journey gains momentum. No matter how many times they slip and fall, the Lord will be with them every step of the way to keep them safe. Though some have avoided gathering together, we must not do so. The day is almost here, so let's keep encouraging each other and do even more of that. At the same time, let's discuss how we may support each other in being compassionate and kind in our work. Little sheep, you do not need to be afraid. There is no need to be worried. Your Father gave you the kingdom because He appreciates and desires your rule. Don't freak out or let your guard down when bad things happen. The Lord your God is with you, and you shouldn't be afraid. He will never leave you or forsake you. You found the desk in my chest and prepared a dinner party for me. You finished my cup by placing oil on my head. For two things. I am sure, first, that you will love and care for me no matter what. And second, that I will spend the remainder of my life. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. In the Lord's house, there are two immutable aspects of those writings. First, that we shall rely on God for assistance, as He is both our strength and our shelter. This is nothing new. It has always been the case. If you could kindly share this video, it would mean a lot. Even if the earth were to give way, the mountains were to fall into the sea, the water would roar and froth, and the floor would shake from the waves, we may not be scared. You established your reputation for this way of life while delivering an impactful speech to a large audience. You need to answer the phone now. You may live your life as you choose now. Fight the most amazing battle as you swiftly hold on to your principles. Take hold of the lives He called you to, the lives that will never end because He made me. If there is anybody who can really give me serenity, it is God. He is my only hope. My soul will find true peace in God, truthfully. He is my salvation and rock. He is my fortress, and I will not leave this place. I owe my gratitude and redemption to God, who is both my amazing rock and my companion, because He is our refuge. In loving another person, you must maintain your trust in God and pray to Him honestly at all times. Being truthful is essential. And the most effective way to handle difficult situations is to focus on the positive rather than the negative. Never put yourself first. Always put your loved ones first. No matter how much you serve the Lord, there will always be times when you feel weak. To keep your spiritual fire burning bright, you must be content with what you want, patient when you face difficulties, and committed to prayer. You place your faith in the God of hope, and He fills you to the brim with His complete fulfillment and gladness. In the future, when you seek me, when you cry upon my call, and when you come to worship me, you will find me. I pray that the Holy Spirit will make a wish for you, and that hope will be given to you when you put your confidence in God. The Lord announces this because I know exactly what I've planned for you. Plans to make your life easier, not harder. What you said while searching for me will be carefully considered. I will be found if you tell me your problems. I will solve them according to God. I swear to you that I will provide you with everlasting peace and the power to fix any problem. No matter how bad things seem to be going, you must never give up on your dreams. Rest assured that your prayers have been heard as you find solace in the calm embrace of God's presence this night. Great things will emerge, and all the stress about your life will go away. Roughly speaking, you shouldn't be bothered by anything. Knowing that you are being held by others who are successful could be uplifting as you wait for it. Type 333. I offer you my gift of hoping that you succeed in recovery and tranquility right now because you have faith. In the event that you pledge to fight this battle to the death, please remember that I will never forget the good things that happen for you. No matter how bad things go while this is happening, I find out where I am absolutely. I can do something absolutely fantastic. Get ready to reap the benefits of all your hard work that will result from your dedicated efforts. What I am going to make will be extraordinary. The fact that God has promised a first-rate benefit to you today means that the moment has come. I will restore your level of physical, mental, and non-material health using my magical abilities. Your fortune will turn around for the better once you experience a surge of good fortune. Possibly nothing that happened to you recently could have been a mistake. Today, you will be pleasantly surprised by your achievements and get several plaudits according to a heavenly revelation. He elaborates by saying this might happen right this second. If you don't pray or have faith in a higher power, things could not turn out the way you want them to. So, despite the changes occurring in your lifestyle right now, you shouldn't abandon any of these pursuits if you want significant improvements in your life. You need to be ready for a new chapter of wealth as soon as possible. Since, according to cosmic laws, you're about to enter a whole new one. Your life will unfold exactly as it is meant to, regardless of what or who stands in your way. You are on the cusp of experiencing the realization of your magnificence and the fulfillment of your destiny. Saying yes will allow you to get this benefit. Once you've told everyone this important information, you won't be able to contain your joy and contentment for a very long time. The next time you go to a spectacular party, it could not be far off. The speed with which the whole thing occurred to you is almost unbelievable. You can't possibly have believed that everything happened so suddenly when you got back to it the next morning. God will perform a miracle for you, sparing you from any more suffering. The angels want you to achieve and think about synchronicity and divine impact. Therefore, they're urging you to believe in it. All of those things may lead you to believe that the all-powerful God wanted that person to be with you. In the event that you seek assistance and protection from harm, you may rest certain that the Almighty will use all of His might to ensure that you never fail or suffer pain. God will not do anything to make sure that your dreams come true, as He does not want you to experience any kind of pain or disappointment. If you believe this to be accurate in God's eyes, please hit the like and rating buttons below the video. I will keep an eye on you and shield you from harm, even if you do not think you deserve it. God assures His people a huge financial miracle is on the horizon. Despite all the negative news happening in the world, at some point, the pain and disappointment will subside, and opportunities will arise. When someone follows you, you will get a gift from God. A major event is going to occur in your life that will improve the current situation. A large gift that will change your lives in ways you never would have thought possible, way beyond anything you could have anticipated. As of next week, you'll have more money in the bank than you can spend. On the other hand, there have been several recent possibilities for you to generate income. Because this whole globe is fleeting, your first and foremost concern must be making the most of your time with me. If you decide that I should be the most important person in your life, I promise that I will do my best to make you happy. I am eternal, according to God. In the event that you put my worth above all else in your life, you have a better chance of succeeding in your destiny. My baby. because of the knowledge that will be shared with you tomorrow. It will significantly change your life and put you up for success, happiness, and wealth. Way too much anxiety creeps into your life. It took me the shortest 6 days to build the arena and the sky so I can handle anything, no matter how difficult it seems. I should be able to drastically alter your lives in only 1 day. If you appeal to Jesus' authority and seek his guidance, you will never again be thirsty or hungry. Jesus made it clear that he was the food that people could live on. If you believe in me and put your confidence in me, none of those terrible things will ever happen to you. There is a need for prayer, since there is plenty for which to be grateful despite your desires. There is plenty for which to be thankful. Rather than focusing on the fact that you should be thanking God, there is hope for a very important reason, and it is one of the most significant ones. When you wake up the day after tomorrow, you may find that a miracle has already happened to you. Honestly, what happens will blow your mind. The realization of this will shock you. It might be a poor decision to ignore this chance to praise God for the miraculous occurrence you saw. Make sure you seize this chance. Make the most of this opportunity by not passing it up. No one can hurt you if your actions are in harmony with your desires. Your best bet for getting what you want, or at least getting what you prefer in this life, is to make enough changes to your situation to justify them. Until then, it's likely you won't be able to do either. Once you've gotten your body and mind in sync with your goals, you may quietly listen to this symphony as an appropriate homage to your success. Once you've conquered this one, you'll be ready to take on anything. There will be nights when you weep and fret about the situation, but that's okay. That's the only night you'll have to deal with any of the problems. I've promised to give you, in addition to all these other wonderful things, I will also offer you health, happiness, prosperity, and wonderful moments in your life. All of these adorable things can be a part of your lives because of me. Upon reflection, the protagonist may find solace in the fact that the public is aware of the issue's resolution. People who are able to inspect it will be excited to know that it is there. Your life is about to take a dramatic improvement because of the fantastic power, wealth, miracles, and blessings that the arena is bestowing upon you at this very moment, in a flash. This is what will come to pass. The excellent things that God has done for you this week will be much more magnificent when God finishes embellishing them. This encompasses both tangible and abstract things. It includes both secular and non-secular things, such as fabric. At some point along this first-rate adventure, you will feel an unparalleled level of pleasure. Furthermore, no previous experience of its kind would have been able to match it. A long-standing problem of yours may be too much for you to handle. You may finally put one of your long-running concerns to rest, since its resolution is on the horizon. So, you may be certain that it will be taken care of in your destiny. In every area of your life, your relationship with the one you love, your physical well-being, your financial situation, and your connection with others, you will achieve unprecedented success. The depths to which your bond may grow are limitless. I will connect you with pleasant, joyful individuals so that you may make the most of your trip and the people you encounter. I hope you enjoy being yourself to the fullest, since this is how I've typically kept an eye on you when I've been watching, and this is how I can continue to do so in the future. I really hope you have a good time building resilience, and believing in other people's potential is just as important as believing in your own. The picture-perfect life you've always imagined is staring you in the face right now. Things seem to be fitting together in an incredible and wondrous fashion, as if the pieces were falling into place. Things will work out beautifully and become better every time you start a new chapter in your life. At this very moment, a phase that will last forever into your future will begin. Up to this point, you will remain in this stage. To what extent this time frame may last has been a topic of your speculation, How much weight it will carry is the deciding factor. Everything will work out well, and you will have an easier time of it. Ultimately, this age will be marked by a protracted hiatus. The stars have predicted your meteoric rise to fame and fortune, and it is happening right before our eyes. It seems like the universe is ready to bestow upon you a blessing that will provide you with the lifestyle of your dreams and provide you with limitless financial resources. Music. You will have an infinite amount of money and be able to live your life as you choose because of this gift. God wants you to keep this in your heart forever. Always keep in mind that each dawn comes with new opportunities. To acknowledge my benefits, those chances are waiting for us, and we will find them and seize them immediately. It may have been tough recently, but you must not have given up. Instead, find comfort in the knowledge that tomorrow brings new opportunities, so you may embrace them. Keep going. You may not win a ton of medals, but that doesn't mean you should quit. The people who are trying to stop you will be taken aback by your reaction to the obstacles they've set up, because you're nearly there. You are making great strides. The current task is almost over, and you can go on with your genuine strategy. This will be accomplished when the time is perfect. As I, the Lord, have promised my people. If you have promised yourself that you will fulfill your destiny, the moment is almost here. There isn't a lot of work left, and you can keep living the life you've always wanted. By the end of this month, you could have some money in your bank account. Your new home might be ready for you to sleep in, and you and the people you care about will have a great time together. In addition to sharing a home, you will also be relocating to be with your beloved. Presently, the Lord your God is reshaping your future lives for the better. You may need to adjust your way of life to accommodate such changes. These changes will lead to better outcomes. Everything that has been hurting you will transform into something. When He joins your life, the things that used to make you weep will seem like child's play when compared to the wonderful issues that may occur in the future, since He will turn everything that has been holding you back into something that has allowed you to accomplish in the years to come. You'll look back on this with a grin on your face. With each thought, you might uncover even more wonderful qualities for yourself. You may expect to enjoy their company for the foreseeable future. You will be the one to see and feel all of this. Part of God's plan for your life is that you could have an even more wonderful and adorable encounter down the road. Based on these intentions, it's quite probable that something similar may be waiting for your fate as well. If you feel the same way, then you should prepare yourselves for the miraculous change that is about to occur in your lives and get fixated on the gift that is really on its way. I will take care of things that seem difficult for you. That is the assurance that the Lord has given to His people. Angels are encouraging you and urging you to continue the excellent work you're doing, to the extent that it is within their power to do so. Their expectations for your success are sky high. Considering this, it's really important to be happy as you do all your normal responsibilities and tasks. If you want to make the most of your life, stop working hard for other people and start working hard for God. Although you will help some individuals, your efforts will pale in comparison to what God can do. Accordingly, it's possible that no one will benefit from your labor but God. Doing what you're doing is important because you're investing in something. You should be aware of your faith in God as the primary source of your strength. Rather than always seeking your job, the original undamaged state of the papers is often His responsibility to guarantee. Your turn will come later, so you should start getting ready for it right now. Now, you need not worry about the future of your life, since God has already planned everything. All you have to do is trust Him and hold fast to your word, because God has reassured you. You have nothing to be afraid of regarding the future. So far, this has been God's method of communicating with us. You have been putting all your faith in the autopilot to take care of everything. It has been difficult to ignore and marvel at the incredible things that may be happening all around you nowadays. When you think about how long ago they were, all of this is difficult to process. Because of this, you risk missing out on some very amazing opportunities. Because of this, you may miss out on the stunning beauty of your immediate environment. You have faced an extraordinary degree of difficulty and opposition in this matter. Put down your cutting-edge project for a second and focus on your breathing as you complete it. I will eagerly await our meeting. The nearby things, lives, and your immediate areas are well known. These are somewhat close to your area and may be easily reached. Please contact me via email if you want any support in creating a more peaceful and tranquil lifestyle. Let me be of service to you. I'm here to lend a hand if you need it. I understand where you're coming from, and you already know that no matter what has happened, I can be here for you every day. You light up my life with your radiant grin. A lot will change fast, and things are starting to go down a very intriguing new path in the not-too-distant future. Things may change drastically. A lot of great new data has come to light. In light of all that is happening at the moment, it is quite helpful for preparing for future transitions. Because of this, you need to start getting ready for these responsibilities right now. As a result, you need to be ready for the upcoming changes right now. Life is an adventure that may experience joy and sadness at any time. According to the Bible, if you tell yourself that better times are ahead when you're down, you'll be more prepared to seize opportunities when they come. Once you have a better understanding of what happened, you may tackle the situation with a more magnificent attitude. On days when you feel like giving up, it could help to tell yourself that better days are ahead. Even if you're down, every day you make my life more bearable. You need to stop trying to make yourself believe that what you have been thinking about is just a coincidence. This happened for a reason. This should provide you with much-needed comfort and ensure that everything will work out well in the end. You will be able to travel through an area that hasn't been inhabited in a very long time because God is making a road to go through the middle of the desert. Please share with me the information that the Lord wants you to have about this field. Young person, tell me what the Lord wants you to know. Tell me once you made your expectations clear. And I gave them some thought. I was always ready to fulfill them. Well, I will respond to your inquiry as soon as possible with the information you need. Since I know how important this topic is to you, I know how much this has impacted you. Therefore, this is what I want to do as quickly as possible. I would like to convey my appreciation. I spared my son's life so you could feel sorry for yourself. I didn't want you to focus on your own problems. Despite my best efforts, nothing I did was done for you. Raise yourself back up and go on along the path you favored before falling. Since I know I can depend on you to help me out when I need it, I am not hesitant to ask for your assistance. I am liked and taken into consideration. The deity is me. You make my life brighter with your unwavering belief in me and acceptance of each day before this weekend even comes. A plethora of wonderful things will happen to you in every area of your life, and you will forget about your problems. You will forget about them because of how quickly all the exceptional things may materialize for you. With the knowledge you get from this, you may live a fulfilling life while also treating yourself to great choices. You will make an effort from now on. You're going to focus entirely on achieving this goal. Have they given you the green light to get things rolling in the right direction? You may not need to remain in the dark if you watch me. The gentleness that gives rise to lives may be at your side. You will go through life completely blind if you choose not to follow me. Following my advice may make life challenging. A sensible method of navigation, you could spend the rest of your life stumbling about in the dark if you don't listen to my advice. Many people think that the Bible quotation is God's. I am the arena's beacon, and if you don't follow my lead, you may as well not see beyond the shadows that surround you. God is removing all the horrible things from your life so that you might experience more happiness than you have ever known before. God has eliminated all the bad things He has found for your life, and this is the outcome. Mark this on your calendar to remind you of what's coming up. You will experience an abundance of love and prosperity that is beyond your wildest dreams, leading to an unparalleled state of happiness. Quickly, this will happen. Not everyone gets it because God made it so obvious that not everyone is supposed to. Beyond that, everyone agrees that not everyone understands you. Perhaps now you see why some individuals are confused with your message. You should fight the urge to feel down, rather than give in to your preference for being sad. Never give in to the desire to come out angry. Your intended meaning behind this remark is clear to me. You make my day every single day with your radiant grin. A dramatic improvement is about to occur in your way of living. You will quickly be able to seize the advantageous chance that presents itself, and a tough problem that has been bothering you will soon go away. Your lifestyle is about to undergo a major shift, which is why this substantial change is inevitable. This change is the product of a major occurrence. It is about the time when the Bible contains remarks made by God that suggest, "I will be amazed by you." It is possible that this is a sign that something wonderful and unexpected is on the horizon for you from God. Learning that your original prediction was completely wrong is a shocking development in any field of research. Without a doubt, every family has the potential for at least one individual to become financially independent and ultimately rely on their income, because the circle of reliance may be broken. That is also an option that everyone can make. They should seize this chance to the fullest. Some people can change things and shake things up, but most people can only do so much. Someone in your immediate family who is here with us is reading this to you right now. Get ready to go on an adventure that will change your life in many ways for a number of years. This section will be available. Everything will turn out well for you. I'm sure of it because it is the start of a contemporary major bankruptcy in your life. You have been preparing for this significant event. You'll look back on this next phase of your life as a water moment that changed everything. Nobody should ever feel like they have to endure constant fear, no matter what. Everything you've dreamed of will materialize at the perfect moment. In order to anticipate that the many benefits you will enjoy will continue to grow, you must have faith in your abilities. Please watch this video if you love God and want to show that you believe by giving Him a thumbs up. God says your best days are now because you have been thinking about this in line with God's will. Your finest days are here if you are contemplating this. If you are able to read this, then God is telling you that your good times are over. The fact that you are here reading this means that God wants you to know what a priceless character you are, and that your finest days are behind you. You kept an eye on your finest thoughts because you want to remember them when you think about what you're now working so hard to achieve. Let your thoughts be occupied with the most effective and refined intellect. You should be able to live with the greatest ideas in your brain. Ideally, you should give your ideas plenty of mental space and let them fill it to the brim, just as the Lord has said. Keeping your promise to God will cause your current issues to vanish, and He will elevate you to new heights in existence, all because of His compassion, preference, gifts, and tranquility. Your problems will be lifted off your shoulders if you remain faithful to God. Everything will work out according to your level of commitment to God's plan for your life. Just give things a little more time to work themselves out. You must not let your need for immediate satisfaction influence your decision-making. Instead, focus on everything that is going well for you right now. You will be gravely mistaken if you give this movement any serious thought. You should never do this, since it is very terrible. It would be quite foolish to get too close to the issue in that way. In spite of your current inability to see it, things are still falling into place for you. Have faith that wonderful things are either already in the works for you or are on their way. Good things are still on their way to you, so there's no need to fret if you can't see the whole picture coming together right now. Embrace the beauty that unfolds before you, even if it may take some time. The most efficient method would need some extra time, even if it were invisible at first. If you can't see it now, true things are coming. They are on their way. This is due to the fact that profound issues are now fundamental. Stay impacted and don't break the promises you made to people or things in the past. Faith in God should never be disregarded. You are capable of great things according to God, but you won't succeed until you include them in your significant work. If you don't include the essential artwork in them, you may not succeed if you succeed, but don't put in the necessary amount of effort. You won't achieve the desired outcomes. To start, it would mean a lot to me if you could give me a broad idea of what's ahead. Much obliged. In addition to making sure they're in excellent condition, my goal while designing them is to provide you with as much joy as possible for the rest of your life. My primary motivation will be to shape them in a way that will ultimately make you the happiest person possible, and my daily actions will reflect that. Your presence brings the most joy to my daily routine. Not everyone gets you, and that's not surprising since spreading this type of understanding wasn't your primary goal when you were created. You were not intended to share this kind of data. Giving in to depression is not an option for you. The better course of action would be to fight against the desire to feel that way. Realizing you need to feel furious is a crucial first step. Smile. In my existence, it conveys exactly what you mean. Your miracle is on its way to you and needs to arrive soon. They will soon get it with the cargo method. We are almost there. The moment to be afraid of it is past. Stop wasting time thinking about it. Things are about to get very out of hand for you, so you may as well stop worrying. With your help, you can overcome this, and the people you care about will achieve their destiny with joy. Believe that things will get better, and you will understand the audacity of the enemy's soldiers because you are vital to me. I pray that God will open this door for you so that you will have more time to prepare for the next war. Having aided you in the hereafter, you may rest certain that I am supporting you now. You can also rest assured that I will always be here to aid you in your destiny, says God. You are in a prime position to learn about a significant employment opportunity that opens up in the next week if you start researching this right now. The fact that you are studying this can make team spirit public knowledge. You must be in the right spot at the right time. You'll get the chance to speak with people who have been positive influences in your life since you were a little child. Those are the parents who have been there for you when you were a little baby, when you looked just like them and needed their support the most. It was provided by those individuals. It is essential that you start using it without delay if you want to maximize the opportunities it offers. Its advantages may be fully realized by you, according to the Lord. I have been with you in all your trials, and I am always here to help you, no matter what happens. I will always keep you, your loved ones, and your task in my thoughts, even though things may be tough for you at the moment. I will continue to do this because it is something I have consistently done. Things may also rapidly escalate, so you'll need to adhere to my timetable. When it comes to time, I am confident there is a high possibility that things will get better for you soon. Even though you are now going through a difficult moment, you may put your trust in me, and I will show you the way to a new beginning and a remarkable future. It wasn't a random occurrence. So stop trying to convince yourself that everything you've been reading about happened by chance. You should feel a great deal of relief and assurance that everything will work out well because of this. In the end, you could soon be able to traverse an area that hasn't been inhabited in a long time, since God is paving a way to bypass the middle of the barren tract. In every single case, what will emerge isn't necessarily dictated by your skills, achievements, or the amount of work you've exerted. Consequently, this is what will happen since foreseeable events are unrelated. I put a high value on it so I may be able to keep it under control, and completing it will move me closer to my goals. These items are important to me because they affect my capacity to achieve my goals. The fact that you are about to get a present makes me very happy. Unless you see its incredible quality firsthand, you may not give it a second thought. More possibilities and gifts could be coming your way today. All of these things are available to you today. These habits will be with us forever once the ball has begun to move ahead of schedule. This can manifest quite quickly because major changes are on the horizon for your way of life. It is critical that you share your feelings with people close to you. Some chaos is going to ensue in the lives of these people. We can make these changes in the not-too-distant future at some unnamed point in time. With the start of a new chapter in your life comes the need to make some of the most important decisions you've ever faced. Some of the greatest life-altering decisions must be made by you right this second. Everything that should be happening in your life is happening now. But there are still many wonderful things that will happen in due time for you. It has always been the intended method of handling things. That is the precise result of the operation. You have always been in a position to easily take advantage of God's benefits because of where you have been placed. Someone or something seems to be watching over you, shielding you from harm. Although it may provide some encouragement, it is crucial that you put your whole faith in it and depend on it without reservation. Aspirations should be fueled by the people and things that are now most accessible to you. The allotted amount of time has run out and been fully used. You're about to experience something so incredible that you won't know what to say about it. Raising your frequency makes you more open to receiving the power that is being sent your way. Raising your level of consciousness makes it possible for you to absorb the energy that is focused on you. The enthusiasm will be palpable. You have a good chance of having your prayers answered swiftly and receiving a blessing if you do the appropriate actions. Be optimistic that everything will work out in the end. Do you have permission to stimulate the system so it can keep running? Worrying over the fate of your life is unnecessary. Do your very best and trust in me, and I will see you through. The future of your way of life isn't something you should worry about. He wants you to know that everything is in His control so you may live in peace and not worry about what the future holds. No matter what happens in the future, you may be certain that God has put His trust in you. So seize this experience and all the people you encounter with open arms. Connecting you with beneficial, happy people is something I can do for you. Do what makes you happy and enjoy life to the utmost. Please, for the love of God, live life to the utmost. You have been and probably will continue to be a major thought in my thoughts. I can keep an eye on you in this scenario. I am not going to let you go down right now. I'm very interested in what you're up to. But I also think it's quite likely that you're going to have a really fortunate day and that everything you do will be easy. There is absolutely zero chance that this could have occurred due to a stroke of luck. Recognizing it is quite challenging. Your life is about to take a turn for the better, and a lot of amazing things will start happening for you. So you should embrace your fate with delight. Just write Amen to signify your presence. Consider it done. Stay connected for further teachings from God. Amen.